Hello, Beez Bladers. Welcome back and welcome newcomers to the channel. It is Friday, February 13th, 2026, and we are live at the Hive. All right. This is a family-friendly show. We talk about knives, everyday carry gear, flashlights. We are here for about 4 hours every single Friday, and we have a lot of fun. It's a family-friendly show. We don't cuss. We don't talk about politics or religion. It's just a place to chill and learn about knives. We all learn from each other. But I don't care how long you've been in this business. You could be in one live stream and be like, huh, I did not know that. I learned more from you guys than you guys learned from me. So sit back, relax, flip a knife or two, and enjoy yourself. This is where we all get to interact and have a lot of fun. I want to give a big shout out to all of our knife lovers out there, all of our moderators that keep this a family-friendly show and help with the links and all that good stuff. I try to have the links up there when we're talking about a particular knife. You know, it benefits the channel most of the time, and I always appreciate that. Big shout out to channel members and subscribers and everybody that watches. And I just love shouting out people. Big shout out to all of our veterans, past, present, and future. Thank you for your service. And members of law enforcement and first responders and everybody out there that's working fast food right now or stocking shelves or you're driving Uber, whatever you're doing, you're making this whole thing happen. Love you to pieces and appreciate y'all. I hope you're having a fantastic night. We're going to get right in this and have a little bit of fun. Sean Knapp said, good evening, fellow bladers. Hope all is well. Well, I hope all is well with you too, Sean. Absolutely, dude. Deadhead said, good evening, chat. What's up, Mr. Top Dog 8762? Top Dog's in the Hive. Hello, Top Dog. Mick Ranger, Donald. Hello, Donald. And Seppy Dog and Paul Mills. Hello, how are you all doing tonight? Hope you're having a great evening. Good evening. Baron Carter said, I finally got home. Welcome, Beehive. Welcome. And Stacy Bolster Blades is in the Hive tonight. Moderator extraordinaire. What's up, Jen Blaze? How you doing, man? Have you had a good week? It looks like I'm a talking head. I tend to wear a lot of black shirts. Yeah, so I'm just a floating head. Got my ears lowered today. Not that you care. Mike and Ike's EDC, what's happening, Captain? What am I flipping and flicking right now? I happen to be flipping and flicking the Vosteed Martin. Check that out. A little bit of Martin action. PA Flyer said, thinking about grabbing the Blade Binge Tri-Stash version 2. Anyone else? Thoughts? Oh, yeah, that's coming up on Saturday. No, Sunday. I'm pretty sure it's the 15th. The new Tri-Stash version 2 comes out. Well, very nice. Very, very nice. What's up, Dark Ginger? Said Beez. Hope all is well. Hello, Henry683 and William Hornbostel. Hello, hello. Monster Hunters in the Hive. Watch out, monsters. Oh, there's a, oh no, it's a different word. It's, what is it? It's, there's something. Oh, yes. Hey, a new knife just dropped. Three new knives or 3 versions of knives just dropped. Here's a link. My video posted this evening, so hopefully you got to see it. David Tooley said, woohoo, I'm so glad to be in the Hive tonight. Hello, all. Hello, hello. Monster Hunter said, hey, Beez, salute. Hello, good sir. Oh, yeah, that's what I was, did I put it? So the Vosteed Doodle Monster, Martin, Porcupine, and Corgi. They have the new Doodle Monster. I just put a link in your chat to where you can get in on that. Each one of those 3 I just mentioned has 2 different versions. There's one with white doodle and a black background, and then there's ones with a white background and black doodle. And here's the Martin. These just dropped. Say hello to my little friend, the like button. Thank you, Ramsey Silent. So here is a little bit of doodle art on this dude right here. See, we have this reminds me of AOL. You've got mail. And then like a walking television with a beak, kind of. Just all kinds of doodle art with Vosteed in the middle there. That's the Vosteed I was just looking at in your comment video. That's kind of funky, said Sean Knapp. Yeah, my video on this posted this evening. I'm hoping you guys can open another link or another what you call it. I'm hoping you guys can go watch that video to get it out there, because without you guys watching the videos, they don't go anywhere. They go off in the graveyard. Henry said, "Beez, does it glow?" You know, that's a good question. I don't think so. I wish I would have. If it does, I wish I would have known that before I did the video. I'm charging it right now. Let's see. I've got my O-light up to it. I don't see any glowage. Although it does look very cool in the blue light. Those little green parts show up. Kind of like little eyes and stuff. That's pretty cool. Little black light action. I'm carrying this dude. I was just checking. I have a full charge going on, baby. Got my Arc Pro. What's up, Gregory Witt? How you doing, man? Dark Ginger said, "Oh, that's toit." You guys are awesome. You make me smile. Yes. A little bit of top liner lock action on the Vosteed Martin. Jen Blaze said, "Always love UV reactive." PA Flyer said, "I saw they also make that in a Corgi. How does the Corgi fit in your hand?" Looks like it's a small knife. Yeah, here's the Corgi V. This is what the Corgi V looks like. This isn't that version, but there's 3 different variants. As a matter of fact, if here you go. They are at, if you don't like buying from Vosteed's site, here they are on, there's the Blade HQ. They have the Doodle Monster series at Blade HQ. And then if you don't like buying from either one of those and you like going to Amazon, here's a link to 2 of the variants. By the way, when I say here's a link, that means I'm putting it in the chat. And shout out to everybody that's driving and listening right now. I try to let you know what everybody's talking about. Monster Hunter said, "Beez, your head looks smaller today." I know. My beard grew and my head shrunk. I don't have any of the side fur. It all got whacked off today. Lion Not a Sheep picked up a Mannix too. Ooh, very nice. Very, very nice. Yeah, so the Corgi V, it's not a big one. What's up, Beez? When's the new drop bear coming? I don't know. I'm not sure. But you know, you guys know the size of my hand by now, right? It fits. I have plenty of handle. It's a nice smaller knife. And if you like the Vanker lock or the what do you call that, pivot locks, then it's a sweet looking little knife. You can have this laying on your desk, and people they might see it sitting there, but they probably won't even know what it is. I don't know if this version's still available, but I really like this version. But you can get this and the Corgi V in this. You can make it look like this, and there's 2 different, each one of the 3 knives that are in this what's it called, Monster Hunter, the Doodle Monster versions. They're either black background and white doodles or white background and black doodles. They have them switched. So there's 2 of these and then 2 of the other 2 I just mentioned. Drop Bear Zero looks tiny, said Maximus. Yeah, I'll have to wait until I see it. The new drop bears should be dropping tonight, said Mick Ranger. Oh, well. I hope it's the same size as the drop bear 1. Oh, I know which one you're talking about. Yes. If you guys want to see what they're talking about, here's a link that will take you to it. It took me a minute for my brain to start braining to realize what you were talking about. There's a link. Jeremy said, I think it's just a titanium version coming tonight. Isn't there a football version of the what's the little knife? The Tiny Tim. What's that knife called? It's over there. There's a football version. Mick Ranger said Drop Bear Zero. Let me look. Kaiser. Drop Bear Zero, the rare bear. Snappy Kaiser button liner lock action. LMAX, M390 steel, hand brush, polished DLC Ultra. Wow, check that out. Would you look at that? That's pretty nifty looking. Drops in 34 minutes, people. You can tell I don't pay attention. I didn't even know that was happening. Better communication, Kaiser. So if you here's a link, and then I'll share my screen so you can see what I'm looking at. Share my screen. There you go. Drop Bear Zero. Boy, that sure does look nice. That's a nice looking knife. There's 2 of them coming out. Titanium Damascus M390 plus polished DLC. Let's see what the size of this dude, the Drop Bear Zero, is. What is it? Regular size? Let's see. Enhanced jimping, 4-finger ergonomic grip, backspacer lanyard hole, reversible pocket clip. It is 7.2 inches long, has a 3-inch blade. Handle is 4 inches. It kind of looks like it's going to be a normal size. That is a good looking set of knives right there. I'll tell you what. I'm going to wait for the aluminum, said Jeremy. Hello, top dog, sir. Martin Doodles aren't on Blade HQ. Doodle. All right, yeah, I just put a link up there for them. This link right here should take you to the Doodles. Let me know if that takes you there or not. But as far as I know, the link I just posted in the chat should take you to the Doodles on Blade HQ. What's up, Kathleen Smith? Hailing from Arizona. Hello, hello. It's probably warm in Arizona compared to here. It's only the Corgi and Porcupine. Have you seen the newly released auxiliary manufacturing crossbar coffin knives? No, I haven't. I've never even heard of auxiliary manufacturing. There's so many knives out there to explore. Jeremy doesn't really care for the Doodles. William said, I just opened my DBD Glideman. I like it. I love that emoji. The Martin Doodle is only on Vosteed. Ah, okay, there we go. Any suggestions for a porcupine top liner with button stick? The button shouldn't be sticking. You might have lock stick a little bit. Did you oil it? Did you put some nice pivot lube or something in there? If you have oil on the lock face, the button, I don't, let's see, I have that knife in my pocket. Yeah, I don't think the button shouldn't stick. It's going to be lock stick, not button, because it's a liner lock. Let's see. Yeah, the only thing I can figure is if you have oil on the tang of the blade on, let me show you. Like if you have oil on that part of the blade where it makes contact, which is going to be, where's it making contact? Inside there. So look inside that part, that flat part right in there. Just make sure that's all dry, all the inside of the tang. Because if there's oil in between your metal, it can make it stick. David Coolis has been a member for 37 months with a super chat. What's up, Bionic? Hopefully StreamYard won't be too far behind tonight, like sometimes. What's up, Red Cali 5? Adventure Man. Yeah, I'll give StreamYard a second. If it doesn't start popping up chat so I can put super chats, I'll re out and re back in like I've done before. It seems to work really well. Beth said, good Friday, Mr. Beez and everyone in the Hive. Well, happy Friday to you. Oh no, we have a visitor already. He's just a baby. Come here. Come on, puppy. Come on. Come on, puppy. He brought a yellow ducky. Come on, puppy. Come up, say hi. What's up, Miranda? Keith, come on, puppy. He just brought me a duck. Come on, bring your ducky. Hi, puppy. You guys want to see his big ducky? Look what he brought. This is his fresh kill. Oh, dude, why did you drop it? Why'd you drop it, puppy? He said, think I'm going to pass on Kaiser tonight. Spent too much on pins this week. Oh, it's Spooky Hive, the Friday the 13th. You smell like earth. You've been playing out in the wet snow. Everything is sloppy here in Ohio from the snow's been melting. Red Callie said, LOL, hi, puppy. Hi. Renee Hernandez said, hey, like your channel, new into knives, didn't know there were so many styles and blade types. Thanks for the info. Learned a lot in a week. Oh my gosh. Welcome. I'm welcome to the rabbit hole and welcome to the Hive. We do this every Friday night. And Mr. Bogart, he comes up here to say hi every Friday night too. And he comes up and just roots around. Thomas said, Ohio, question mark. Ohio too. Yeah, we have a lot of Ohioans. Mick Ranger said, can I pet that dog? Blade shapes are neat, said Matt. There are so many different blade shapes and blade types and lock types and handle types and blade steels. It just goes forever. Dark Ginger said he looks bigger for some reason. I don't, maybe it's the way, it's probably partially the lighting. The lighting from the laptop is kind of bright right now. So it's really lighting up his face. And then I'm kind of dark in the background. Tonto knives matter, said Thomas Gates. Anyone have a Jason V machete, said Sergeant Maximus. Stacy said, hey there, top dog. Hi, Bubby. Hello, Bubby. Hello, Bubby. Yeah, the puppy enjoys his couch time. When I finally sit down on the couch for the evening and sit back, he gets all up in my business. Kathleen said, he's gotten so big. Your head is making him look bigger. I know my head got smaller because I got all my hair cut off. I have more fur on my face than you do. Oh, no. Oh, no. He's just a baby. Hey, Beez. Listening and lurking. What's up, Aries EDC? Aries is in the Hive. You said he's a puppy. Seems very laid back. This is very laid back for him. He's chill at the moment. Whenever he acts like this, I enjoy it because, whew, boy, he is just a bundle of energy. He's like the Energizer Bunny 90% of the time. Right now, he's just wanting to lay back and chill. He's like, dude, I'm wanting some couch time, bro. Yeah, he's just wanting to lay back because he's just a baby. I can't see what people are saying, Bubs. I can't see what anyone's saying. Ugh. Bogey is chilling like a villain. I don't know what he's doing. Sometimes he gets up in my lap and yeah, right now he wants to lay down. What are you doing? What are you trying to do? You're gonna root me to death, man. You want to get in your mom's chair? No, you don't, do you? I don't know where you're trying to go, dude. But oh no. Dude, I can't see what anyone's saying. Bogart is over a year old now, teen dog. Yeah, he'll be 3 in April. You're gonna be at Blade Show Texas in March. Option said, no, I won't be at Blade Show. I will be at Blade Show Atlanta in June though. Any tips on getting the pivot in the right on the RMX? Can't get it flush in with the spring wound up. The RMX. I'm not familiar with the RMX. Any tip? I wonder. Bogey wants to dance. Yeah, I know, dude. His tail's going a mile a minute now. He thinks he's a lap dog. Yes, he does. I mean, you should see on the couch. This is what he does. He just comes up and lays on my face. Oh, dude. For real, though. I don't know what you're trying to do. The Work Sharp RMX. Oh, I don't have that one. I haven't even held that one. You know, I went to the Work Sharp booth at SHOT Show and was talking and never even ended up picking up that knife. Which, you know, that's not a big surprise for me. Puppy, dude. What are you doing? It's got the interchangeable pivot. Oh, man. It's got the interchangeable pivot from manual flipper to auto. Oh, yeah. if it's not centering, I've had that happen to me so many times when I'm putting a knife back together and I can't figure out why it's not centering. And then I'll take it apart again. I'll put it back together again. And sometimes it magically fixes itself. But here's your toy. This is Ducky. Got it. Good boy. There's a pretty good video on the Work Sharp site, said Miranda Keith. What's up, Brian F? How you doing? My dog found a very odd duck. Literally an odd duck with very long arms. A duck with the longest arms you've ever seen. Centering can depend on which screws you tighten down first, said Dark Ginger. Yeah, the RMX. I had an opportunity to check that knife out. I was standing there talking to the guy working at the booth, talking about something else. Monster Hunter, I picked up the Field Elite as well, said Lion. Well, Puppy wants back up. I'm curious. Anybody in here that has the RMX from WorkSharp, do you prefer it in manual or auto? Which way do you like that knife better? I know some folks are big on automatics and really like the automatics. The puppy wants to play. I know. It's a very crinkly. It's a very crinkly duck. Look, he's got yellow dreads. I'm getting lock stick on the Protect button lock flipper, the Malibu. I have, dog one said, Beez, hey dog. Why, hello, Beez. Good to see you. You too. My Malibu has some mild lock stick, but I don't mind. That's telling me that it has a good lockup. Bradley said, I love autos. My Malibu has just the slightest amount of lock stick, but I enjoy it. If that makes any sense at all. I'm going to grab it so I can show you what I'm talking about. I know exactly where it's at. That's in my my favorites box. I put my grab my Malibu. My Malibu was a gift from Top Dog himself. Ooh, this may or may not be exciting to some of you. I got in a USA made knife, and I made the video today. Let's turn some light up here. A little bit more of that and a little bit less of this. So let's see. Yeah, it's just a little bit. When I use the flipper, here, I'll let you hear it up close. Here, there's just a slight tick. That's good. You don't want it to not be anything at all. You want to know that your button lock has a good lockup. Yeah, I just have a little click. I like it. It doesn't do it when I do it like this, but when I use the flipper, it does. On the edge, so the RMX is a knife designed for work. Simple but functional. Garcia said, I like it in auto. If it had studs, get out of the cat food. Brian F. said, doing good, Beez. Rumor has reached her next milestone. She has mastered her jumps and can now follow her sisters anywhere they go. That is very cool. A Malibu from Top Dog, more like Maliboof. Let me turn up this light here. This is the one with the texture. Now, I will say this. Isn't it funny? You get an American-made knife and the grind on it is bad. the grind that came with this knife was like, it was, I mean, it was like, and then I put a 17-degree edge on it. I believe it was 17. But I didn't even take all the steel off that I wanted to, because I was like, well, I have it sharp. I don't want to take a bunch of steel off of my Malibu. Maximus said, no more cat food. Well, if it keeps eating the cat food, I'll have to go. The cat food's very expensive. I buy the Blue Buffalo 7+ years cat food. It's like $23-24 a bag. Arky said, ooh, texture. Yeah, a little bit of texture vision. Let's get in there for some texture vision. There we go. Look at that. How's that for a little bit of texture vision? Would you just look at it? Sean McDonald said, I confess, I am not a good sharpener. Hey, dude, sharpening isn't just like a thing that happens. Not everyone is good at it. Not everyone has the patience for it. And not everyone has the knowledge. Definitely, watch some sharpening videos. Big Country said, nice. I got the blue one with the Warncliffe blade. Top Dog said, texture. Joel said, loved my Mordax. I've heard a lot of people talk about the Mordax and how much they love it. I can't, Optionless Prime said, I can't convince my accountant that knives and Hot Wheels are investments. Hey, they're cool things, right? Monster Hunter said, the light helps bees. Dog One said, my RMX button pinged off the table 2 seconds. My dog lapped it up, just like Beez' swag alien. Oh, gosh. Paul Mills said, the Mordax is my favorite ProTech. What's up, Robert Willoughby? It feels good to have a normal live stream so we can just, it's more relaxed, more kickback. And I have to work tomorrow, so we'll be doing the GAW early. I already have it together. There are 3 knives in the GAW tonight. David Tooley said, our cat loved Blue Buffalo Tastefuls canned food. Lion said, I definitely like my Manix 2 lightweight much better than the RMX, though. On the edge with the $5 hair super chat. He said, let's get this party started. Good to see everyone tonight. Hope you're all well. Things are good. Sold the Max Ace Black Light and got paid. Yay me. Heck yeah, dude. Max Ace? I didn't even know they had a black light. I don't know much, so that's not a stretch. Lion said, finally thought the break-in period. Keep it together, meow. If knives were as affordable as Hot Wheels, yeah, when I go to Kroger, there's always a big bin of Hot Wheels. Brian F said, what do you think of those fidget worry stones I've been making? Oh, yeah, let me show you Brian F, Mitten State EDC, who's in here right now, in case you're newer. This is some stuff that he is making right now. How do I get to it? There we go. So I'll show you. Let's see if I can make this picture bigger. So here's some of his creations. And I'll show you some more pictures here in a second. Look at that. Just look at that. Boy, those blues are super deep blues. Tune around on Hot Wheels, way bigger than knives. Let's see. There's a green one, kind of like jungle wear. That one looks cool. Then here's another one. Ooh, I like that you can see the texture. There's a little bit of texture vision involved. Thank you very much, On the Edge, sir. On the Edge, did you get the email tonight? Is that all? Did I get that squared away? Am I doing that properly now? The links email. Look at this one. There's that one. Dog One said, what do you do with them? I think you like hold them in your hand and you worry. I think it's just like, it's just like anything else, like you do when you hold a knife or you hold something else. It's just something cool to have, you know, a cool thing to have is the way I see it. Look at that. That's pretty cool. Big Country said, nice Cold Steel Frenzy 2 on the shelf behind you. Dude, thanks, man. I love that thing. I cut my 50th birthday cake with it. I happened to be carrying it that day, and it turned out perfect. There you go, Byron K. What's up, Byron? Byron just put a link to Mitten State products, some of the stuff that you were just looking at. He makes all kinds of really cool stuff. He makes ferro rods and all kinds of neat stuff. Tim Titus said, got a bail. Wife shared her flu with me. Have a good evening, everyone. Oh, Tim, hate to hear that, dude. Man, get some rest. That's about all you can do is rest, man. And what everyone always says, drink plenty of water. You know, it's true. Without going into that, it's true. Drinking a lot of water and rest. You know, I'm guilty. The doctor, they'll say, get a lot of rest. I don't. I sit around watching TV and stuff like that when I should actually go and lay down in bed and rest, truly rest. Bradley said, Dark Ginger, I feel you being jobless. I've had to sell a couple of my nicest knives to buy groceries. I got about 4 weeks till I go back to work. It sucks. I have had no knife fix in months. Oh, feel better, Tim. Top Dog said, if I had more than one, I would share. Yeah, so this is another one that I carried tonight. I really like this knife. You know, it's funny that lately, instead of one, I've been carrying. There's something I have to say about Vosteed here, people, is, you know, when I look and I look at my rotation and the ones that I seem to keep having in my hand and keep getting out of my pockets, Vosteed has had a stronghold for quite a while. The Vosteed Psyop, you know, the one I have with that really cool micarta, that one I carried for forever. And then I carry the Porcupine a lot. This one is a major user. I use this one a lot because I love that slicey blade on it. And then I've carried this one every day since I got it. I absolutely love this knife. The Raccoon Tie Slim. This thing is the bee's knees. I love this knife. I love everything about it. Dog One said, Beez, have you been carrying? Yes, I have, dude. Dude, I love this knife. I love the geometry of it. I love the thinner blade. I love that it's light and thin, but it's still strong. It's so good. James said, my favorite is the Porcupine. Boy, I wonder if they could do a thinner version of the Porcupine. I'd take it. Like a titanium version, do this with the Porcupine. I'd take it all day, all the days, all day long. It's just a really good knife. Josh, what's up, man? He said, Beez, you demand, man. Thanks, man. Godfather said, so nice. I want one. I'm trying to get my lighting figured out here. Get the proper hue, proper lighting going on. Dog One said, hey, Todd. Good to see you, bud. Big Country said, Kaiser, Vosteed, Sencut, and Civivi are killing it. Oh, yeah, speaking of Civivi, as Mrs. Beez would say, the Slim Tycoon KOTY this far, said Juan. This is a new one. This is the kite fin, the Civivi kite fin that just dropped about a week ago. This is one. There are probably 3 or 4 different variants. This is the one with the Mr. Fancy Pants looking blade. I'm used to saying the Wii kite fin, but it's the Civivi kite fin. Steele said, anyone order a Doodle Monster? Hey, if you did, or if you're going to, use my links. Here's the link to Vosteed. And then if you want to look at the Doodle Monster at Blade HQ, I know they have Doodle Monster going on. There's a link to that. And then you can get the porcupine or the corgi doodle monsters on Amazon. Here's a link to that. I'm putting all 3 links up in the chat in case you want to go check out any of the 3 options. Red Callie said, there's been something else happening with my porcupine I got today. Top liner lock, and the action is trash. Super tight. Really? I wonder what's going on with that, dude. Because I've had a couple, and they're just smooth as all get out. I wonder what it is. Do you think the pivot's too tight or something? I'm not sure what would cause it. It's a liner lock. So I'm not sure what would cause that to happen. Have you taken it apart? Because I don't know what would cause a problem, because it's just like any other liner lock. It's just the liners on the top instead of the bottom. I don't know what would make the action bad, unless they screwed it down too tight. Maybe that's very possible. Maybe it's just tightened down too much. I wonder. River's Edge said, Beez, I think I asked last Friday, but will you be at Blade Show Atlanta? Absolutely. I'll be at Blade Show Atlanta Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and we're leaving Monday. Todd Carr said stuck detent ball, maybe? Bradley said, Dark Ginger, at times like this, I feel blessed to have something nice I can sell. I've had a part of my life I didn't. Dog One just sold an Arabian Nights Bazaar of Baghdad for $1,800. I was an arena judge. Doodle Monster Porcupine. Red Callie said, I know. I loosened the pivot. I have no idea why it seems like it's rubbing. Huh. Does it feel like it? Huh. Do you know how to disassemble a knife, to take it apart? Because sometimes you take it apart, put it back together, and whatever it was magically goes away. I don't know what would be rubbing in there. Is it bad, or you can just feel it? Benjamin said, been here for a minute listening, trying to get unwound. Oh yeah, dude, unwind from work. I know all about that. I often don't get to unwind for too long sometimes. I come home and I keep going. River's Edge said, I'm getting early bird access, I hope. I'm trying to get a Numb Knife Works. Ooh, very nice. Monster Hunter said, Beez, not calling you out, but any patches yet, bro? Oh, man, I'm glad you said that. I need to send myself an email right now to remind me. So many things to do, so little time, dude. But I'm glad you reminded me. Now I'm going to send myself an email, and in all caps, send high res pic to Vu. There, I just sent myself an email. Splitting great knives, said Dog One. Beez, I email myself sometimes too. I know, man. I know. There's Vu. He's in here. I have to see if I even have a high resolution. I think I do. Pretty sure I do. Matter of fact, Vu, what I do, I'll probably send you a couple. Maybe I'll get 2 or 3 different patches made. That'd be something great. We already have I don't know, 9 or 10 channel stickers. Vu fam, he said, thanks for alerting the Vu AI bot. Deja Vu. Just got my Chavez blue label intact Tonto in black. It's awesome, said Ed's Blades. That is awesome. I love hearing that. Shaw Matt said, hey, you Beez, Beezers, and Bogey. Just got home from work with a pizza and a beverage and ready for some quality Hive time. Heck yeah, dude. I had some good pizza tonight. I had jalapenos on my pizza. It was good. Added some nice zing to it. Nothing. I think that is, I don't know, but that might be the first time I've ever had pizza with jalapenos on it. Is it? No, certainly not. Maybe? I don't know. River's Edge said, Vu, I recently been getting your shorts. Good content, bro. David Tooley said, Josh D, your no disassemble comment is showing your age. Mine too. James said, Vu, could you please start whispering in the ears of knife makers you know to discreetly put the name of the knife like Kaiser? Discreetly put the name of the knife. Oh, I see what you're saying. Not have big branding. That's what he's talking about. Let's see. We have 150 people in here. What time is it? 8:55. I have an idea. We can go over here. We'll do a couple things because tonight I'm hoping we get to. We're, in a little bit, we'll do a birthday check. We're gonna wait and let a few more people file in, and then we're gonna do a pocket check. I have some plans. We're not gonna go as late as we normally do tonight because I have to work tomorrow. Jalapeno pineapple pepperoni. Juan said, jalapeno pineapple pepperoni. I'll do it. Josh said, number 5 is alive. Johnny, number 5. What's up, Mac Matt? Mac Matt? Hello, sir. What's up, Marco Yee? Factual, hello, hello. Jalapeno and pepperoni pizza with some ranch, said the Godfather. All right, okay. Optionless said, Hormel now makes the jalapeno pepperoni that you should add to any and all frozen pizzas you ever cook. Really? Okay. Vu said, Avis car rental charged me $700 plus. They said I returned the rental in Las Vegas and not California. Then also charged me for not a full tank of gas. They said you returned it in Las Vegas? And they charged you for not a full tank of gas. Seriously? Justin Pauly said, have you looked at the Microtech MSI Mini? I've only seen it in the pictures. What's up, Sean Rathbone? How you doing? David Tooley would like everyone to be reminded that you need to hit the like button. It's very imperative and more important than you would ever know. Just tap the thumbs up button. Things happen when you do that. It's been rumored that it makes you eligible for a giveaway. I don't know. It's been rumored. James said, Vu, take a look at Kaiser or Concept very discreetly and small. When you have hundreds of knives, it's very hard to remember their names. Oh, I know. I see what you're saying. Like Concept, I'll be the first to tell you, I love that Concept, very small on one side, has the name of the knife on it. It's up by the Ricasso. It's just small. But it is very, very nice when the name of the knife is on there. Just small, tiny, the same size lettering as the blade steel, just have it right there at the Ricasso, right up there, right next to the handle. Paul said, Todd, I got my reground 8020S in the mail today. Ooh. Sean said, every time I forget till someone says it. James D said, that's it, 100%. Thanks, Beez. Oh, yeah, absolutely. Let me grab oh, wait a minute. I have one right here. I was going to go grab a Concept, but I have a Concept sitting right here on the table. So here's an example. By the way, I freaking love the Concept Orion. This thing, I had it out playing with it today. Let me give you guys a little up close, a little bit of texture vision, just so you can look at it. So you could just look at it. But somewhere over here, it probably has the name of the knife. Watch it not have it. Yeah, see right here? Exactly where I was just describing. Up here on the Ricasso, small, but there's the name of the knife. The Orion. See, it doesn't take away from the aesthetics of the knife or anything, but it's got the name of it. I like that. Optionless said, sharpen the Orion yet? No, I have not sharpened it. Haven't had any need to. It's still, I haven't done a whole lot of cutting with it. It's still super sharp. Bionic said, I haven't bought a Concept in a minute. Just haven't been feeling the designs lately. Yeah, you got to wait till something jumps out at you. Beez, I need a leather sheath. Any help? Said Monster Hunter. Yeah, dude. Monster Hunter wants to know where to get a leather sheath. So I know we'll have plenty of recommendations now. You've got 150 people in here, and the first one that comes to mind is Lancelot Leather. He will make a leather sheath for anything you need. And then some other folks in here know some other sheath makers, and I'm sure they will let you know here in a minute. James said it would be appreciated if Remet starts. Beez, I need a leather sheath. 1931 Leatherworks. Burning Stables. Vu said Lancelot does great work. Todd, you need an older 8020S without the bump on the shark lock. Mine was a new one. Lancelot is who I was thinking of for sure, said Bionic. Northwoods Leather is another option. Shaw said, I got a Quasar with the red and black Damascus yesterday. Really nice knife. Oh, yeah. I like the blade on the Quasar. Here's the blade on the Orion up close. Isn't that just the coolest thing ever? The neato factor is high with this one. Northwoods retired. Optionless said, all the knives, all the cool knives I have, the most pocket time has been my parallel. Yeah, I like the parallel. And I'm telling you what, dude, if you like the parallel, you will absolutely love the slim raccoon. This thing is just, wow. You know, every once in a while, a knife comes along where I'm like, ooh, hey, how's it going? I'm telling you. Did that texture affect the cutting in any way, said Dark Ginger? I mean, I don't know. I guess it would depend on what you're cutting. I don't know that it's going to affect anything. I'm sure for all intents and purposes, whatever you're going to do with this knife, it's going to cut just fine. I don't know that would really affect. You know, it still has a super sharp edge on it. Is that called fluting? Is that what it's called? Flute man, Greg, with your flute. Matt said, I'm open to that blade texture. Joel just picked up a full Ty Chavez 229 kickstop. He said, wow, what a chunky, beautiful boy. Speechless. Oh, yeah. Brian F. said, Monster Hunter for leather. There's Lancelot off the round table. 1931 Leatherworks off double wide EDC or SC Knife Monkey. James said, I want a parallel slim. I had the parallel. Oh, I put it up. I had to clear the table today so I could make some content. Sometimes my table gets it's a constant balance of keeping the table clear so I can make content. I can't make content when things are a mess. I can't make dinner when the dishes are dirty. I like a clean slate. Josh said, Mills Todd, going to be a friggin' laser beam. The blade shape is perfect, though, said Ginger. Juan said, based on the potato chip, I'm saying it's ruffled. I like that, dude. I like the way you think. Yes. I had ruffled potato chips with our pizza today. I like that. Is there a parallel fat? See? Oh, yeah. Guess you're thinking. Mills, who did the grind? Oh, yeah. I got sidetracked. That's never happened before. Okay. Here we go. Let's go take a look at this real quick. Hey, you guys, do me a favor. I mean, obviously you don't have to, but I'm asking. When I do the Blade Binge videos, I really need you, if you have the time, even if just turn the volume down and just let it play to help support those videos when I do the Blade Binge shopping videos, because I am looking for knives for giveaways. Here's Blade Binge. Look at this. The Tri-Stash returns February 15th at 12 Eastern. At noon, the Tri-Stash returns. Made in the USA. I got a Made in the USA knife today, and I videoed it, and that video will probably drop Sunday. Sunday! Buy, sell, trade a friend, but don't you dare miss it. There's an 8020 with OG titanium scales and Zerk standoffs. Zerk. I like the idea of having something that has Zerkatai just so I could say Zerkatai. Ratter said, for $150, that Tri-Stash is an amazing knife. Vu said, Beez, for the trouble, I'm going to try to ask Avis for some free rentals. Well, dude, can't they give you your money back or something? Why in the world would they think you returned it in Vegas when you had to drive it back to California? That doesn't make any sense. Sean Rathbone, welcome to Scout Beez with a super chat. He re-upped. StreamYard is very slow tonight, like 9:03. It's 2 minutes behind. I'm trying to put Rathbone's comment up there, but it's not showing up yet. Annoying. What else we got going on here? What is this? Oh, the Remet RT Aurora for $40. That is such a good knife. Sanders said, oh yeah, getting my second tri-state. Heck of a knife. The Trust Ash. Koenig Mini Goblin. New in box. Free anno service. Look at that. Well, that's a wicked looking knife. What's this one? TRM Neutron. 380. Gee whiz. Hinderer XM24 sheep's foot loaded. Loaded. Optionless said Monster Jam is in town this weekend. Been hearing that kind of stuff for weeks. Man, what is going on with StreamYard? Okay, I'm going out of StreamYard. I'll be right back. Ready, go. And we're back. I don't know what the problem was there. Okay, back to Blade Bench. Now let's see if I have my comments back. Yeah, see? Okay, I know how to do it. It only takes a second. There you go, Mr. Rathbone. Got your comment up there. Just bought the Drop Bear Black DLC. Barrett Carter already got in on it. Hey, if you're gonna go do that, use my Kaiser link. New Drop Bear Zero. Here's a link. Go get you a Drop Bear Zero. They just dropped. Literally. Let her rip. Tri-State needs a better steel, said Joel. What am I doing? Oh, yeah. Hinder Eclipse. Spyderco 15V Military 2. Look, man, that picture makes that blade look a mile long. I mean, it does have a long blade to begin with. But holy cow. There you go. 15V Military 2. Medford. Medfords are heavy duty. Spyderco Shaman M4 customized. Wonder what's customized. Those look like Flytanium scales. Maybe that's what's customized. There's a Medford Genesis G. Golly, what a beast. Beastly. Bear Ops. What is this? Steve Damkus SDK Javelin. Never heard of it, but it's a good looking knife. I'm guessing that's probably Damasteel would be my guess for that price. Steel. Yep, Damasteel. There's a Chad. Matt Christensen. CRKT Tuna. Is it? Wait a minute. I thought I hit American knife, USA made knives. CRKT Tuna. I don't think that's USA made. MZK Pro Cut Chef Knife. Ooh, where's Chef Rocky? Kershaw Livewire and MagnaCut. I have not experienced a Kershaw Livewire. I don't mind an OTF if it's slimmer. I don't like the big chunky ones. Glow Rhino Fermi. That looks like a nice clean cut EDC. There's Oz Roosevelt. Now see the Rosie. Doesn't the Vosteed porcupine remind you of the Rosie? I call the porcupine the poor man's Rosie. Hinderer Eclipse. There's a Microtech Stitch. Ramlock. Glow Rhino's new knives that were unveiled this week look promising, said Matt. Option list said, am I the only person in the chat that uses the purple Ozark Trail Tonto knife at least once a day? So there's a little peek at Blade Bench. We'll come back to it, definitely, without a doubt. Rolf, can you pass along a wasabi to Ferrari? 0 sugar, 0 calories, said Major Pal. What? Josh said, I saw a dead head sticker on a Cadillac. Doobie doobie doo. Don't look back. The stitch was quite appealing. I love the song references. Brian F. said, the new Kershaw Bare Knuckle is nice. Really happy they keep putting out new bangers. Just ordered a Mordax in purple. Kevzilla just ordered a Mordax. Wow. Mr. Fancy Pants. Got a little bit of purple going on. Here's a new little baby banner. Look at that little dude. The baby banner fixie is a nice little EDC fixie. I have what? Free shipping, 15% off of ceviche knives. Here's a link in the chat if you're interested. Comes with big old fob on it. And this would be a good necker. You know, you take this what do you call that? Belt clip off. That's a nice slender neck knife. Or you could just slip it down in your pocket for that matter. It's a Wonder Girl baby banner. Yep, there you go. And actually, you know, the fob on it is nice. Gives me something extra to grip onto. It's a nice little knife. It's thin. Don't say that, Beez. Don't say necker. Why? Any opinions on the Civivi Imperium? Yes, I like it. I like the Civivi Imperium. As far as I know, I think it's discontinued, but I like the Imperium. I have one. It's over there in a knife roll, but it is, yes, that is a very nice, it's like the perfect shape, really snappy, nice blade, nice handle. I love the Imperium. It's a really good one. Joel said, I need to get me a fixie. River's Edge said, Kaiser New 02 brought the drop bear down to 161. Guess I'll scoop it up. Ooh, very nice. Very, very nice. So if you want to go look at the Kaiser Drop Bear 0, here's a link right there in your chat ski. Shaw Matt said, Glow Rhino has a Kaiser Drop Bear collaboration with a Tonto blade and a tritium handle. Bionic said, if I get any fixies, I'm going to get a Microburst or a Kaiser. Sounds close to a different... Oh, I see what you're saying, Jesse. Vu said, looks nice. And this is, I think it's the Vexron. Yeah, this is their new Vexron. It's a button lock, hollow ground blade. And does anyone know... Look, it has the eyeball in it. Does anyone know why Civivi hasn't jumped on the top liner lock train yet? I mean, I know that they do a good job with their button locks. And it actually has a really good detent. A lot of button locks are really bouncy. You know, they just bounce out. This one, really good. Love me a hollow ground blade too. Here's some texture vision for you. Everybody loves a little bit of texture vision. Look at that big hollow ground blade, boys. That's the stuff. Matt said her new Kershaw Iridium G10 is fire. Joel said, yes, please, on the hollow. Yeah, dude, I love a hollow ground blade. I love it like when oh, by the way, in case you guys didn't know, Lefty EDC, his channel is back online. Vu said, everyone has their own now, even Concept. Haha. I know. Texture vision is the bomb, said Bionic. I thought they did. Could have sworn Blade HQ or Knife Center showed one from this year coming out. Maybe so. I don't remember seeing a top liner lock from Ceviche yet. Here's their this one is just really sleek. It's very sleek. Look at that. That's pretty nice. Pretty nice. The Civivi kite fin. Civivi Brava is a new top liner lock model. Ah, okay. Civivi has a prototype at SHOT Show called the Brava. I didn't even get to go to Civivi's booth at SHOT Show. I was too busy. The Brava. Is that a true Damascus, though? Dark Ginger said. I mean, it at least has 2 layers. I don't know if I can get enough light on there. Let's turn it this way and get up here nice and close. It always, not always, but sometimes it doesn't want to focus right. See the up there at the top, right there, you can see that there's, looks like there's 2 layers. Looks like there's an outside layer. So I would imagine, I can't remember what it's called. Is it called San Mai, where there's 1 layer on the outside? I mean, I don't know. I always wonder about Damascus. James said, I have the wee kite fin. Love it. Yes, sir. Even if it's folded, it is Damascus sheets over a hardened core. Bio Nick, that one, and Black Sheep are neck and neck for me. What? River's Edge said, anyone scooping up the new Work Sharp RMX Raw edition on Monday? Have you handled a Chavez Dissident? Very curious. No, I haven't. Where's the jibbing? Where's the... Yeah, this one doesn't have any... it has a tiny little amount of jimping right there. That's all the room they had to put the jimping because the swedge starts all the way back here. So they were able to put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 jimps. 5 little jimps right here. Optionless said, I just got an email about a Drop Bear Zero. What's that? Here's a link right here to exactly what you just asked. Does Sanmai help make a blade corrosion resistant? You know, I'm not sure. I think if it's Sanmai, if that's the correct term that I'm thinking of, I think you can have that wrapped around a softer core steel, so the outside of it is going to be tougher, and maybe that is more rust resistant or stainless, and the inner core is going to be easier to sharpen, that kind of thing. Deadhead said sold out already. Are you serious? Really? You got to be kidding me. Let me refresh. Let me look. Sold out. Holy cow. The purple one's still available. The jipping doesn't exist unless bees make the noise. Complete opposite, Beez, said James. Complete opposite of what? James said very thin blade. How did that happen? They're not there, then there again, said Dog One. It looks like the fancy black one is sold out, but the other one doesn't look to be sold out yet. The outer core is softer, the inner core is harder. Ah, okay. Bionic said, I saw that Kubi said Sanmai makes a blade tougher, so I wondered. Sanmai is a carbon steel core sandwiched between mild steel, said Dark Ginger. See? We're learning stuff. I like to learn. Sanmai. Let me see. Let me move my knives over here. Put these guys right here. Those are the ones we happen to have on the table. I don't have a lot on the table tonight, which is refreshing. Let me, let's see. How do I do that? I got to close one thing before I open another. Got to close that. And I can go over here, open my extra camera, share it, then add it to the stage. Stand by. So this is what we have on the table so far. It gets crazy as the night goes on. Here's the new Doodle series, Monster Doodle. There's the kite fin. I have Vosteed's been making his way downtown, driving fast. Diddly diddly doo. Have ProTech going on. I'm excited that we have another USA made knife that's going to be on the channel Sunday. So be watching for that video Sunday for that USA made knife. What was the code someone used to get the 0 for 166? Said Major Powell. Dark Ginger said, I know that because I watch a lot of Forged in Fire. Great show. Sand mines used to make a knife edge sharper without the edge rolling over and retract to the inside. Matt Morris said, I really like the milling of the blade on that harpoon. Heck yeah, dude. The milling on the Concept Orion is fire. You can use code Beez10 for that bad boy. Checking out a tenable par, cool EDC fixie. Raybo, I gave away. Somebody won. Who won that last week? Last week. Oh, who was that? Last week, I think it was last week's giveaway, was Lanyard Man. I got to get that mailed out to Lanyard Man. He got a tenable par in the giveaway. I have one left I'm keeping. William said the right side of the screen is covered by the chat. Oh, so you must be watching with your phone. Okay, I see. I see what you're talking about. So let's do this for you Ewans that are watching on your phone. I tell you what, the live streams, if you have the ability to use a tablet or a laptop, the live streams are way more enjoyable because you can use pop-out screen and have an entire screen on one side. You can make the pop-out chat as big as you want, and you can cover most of the screen and make the chat will go really slow, especially when the chat's really busy. Rachel said, watch it with my phone too. Okay. How about those drop beat zeros, Timascus M390 DLC 200? Jeremy said, I always watch on my phone. I'm poor. Drop beats, drop bears, Vosti Doodle Monster, splitting slices. Just put up the link to that. What is left side second from the top? This is the ProTech Malibu. ProTech Malibu. Yeah, mine has a good amount of button stick, and I like it. It's not button stick. It's just, you're just disengaging it from the tang. Or you're disengaging it. I like it. It's not like you have to push really hard, but it's a palpable, nice tactile click. I like it. Second from the right, custom scales, question mark. Yeah, this one here, this is the new versions that just came out. Here is a link where you can see them. If you like, here you go. There are 3 different variants with this. It's the Doodle Monster series by Vosteed. Right here. This is the Vosteed Martin. It's their new. You can get the black with the white background, or you can get the white with the black background. Matter of fact, I'll do you one better. I have pictures right here. Let's see. Hold on. Download. There we go. All right. So there's this version. Okay. There's that version. And then you have the Corgi. And then you have the Corgi. See how you have the satin and then the stone washed. And then you can get the porcupine or this version of the porcupine. I like that black version. Life is short. Just keep on trucking. Crow's Blade said, the man, the myth, the legend, Vu is in the hive. Bionic said, what's the size of the small Martin Beez? With the choil, it's very comfortable in my hand. I have a large width hand. It's not a huge knife. Oh, I should crack my back. Not the biggest knife in the world. Where's the other Martin? Here, I have both Martins here. Here's the Martin, and here's the Martin 330. Martin, my favorite Martin. Do. So this Martin is 6.8 inches total length. Your blade is 2.9, 2.6 inches sharpened. Counting the choil, your handle is going to be 4.2. Not counting the choil and just handle length is 3.8. Whereas the 330, your blade is 3.2 inches and about 2.9 inches sharpened, and total length is 7.5 inches on this one, and with the choil, just under 4.5. Tell you what, been loving my Voss deeds. All right, what am I gonna? Okay, I know what I'm gonna do now. Shooter stand by. Ooh, Mrs. Beez got a new pistol today. It showed up. She went and paid the $50 FFL pattern. Do you believe blade coatings change HRC on different knives? Well, I think the blade coating itself can make it appear softer, but when you take the coating off and get to the steel, I think that's different, is my understanding. Mr. D. Edelman with a $10 hair super chat. Mr. Edelman, the first Amerihair of the evening. Thank you very much, Mr. D. He said, howdy, bees and everyone. Miss MC Soggy Bottom, she got the P365 paint version, the SIG P365 painted. I took pictures of it. We showed you guys what she was. I took pictures of it this evening. When she came home, she let me get it out and just look at it. I thought I took a video. I did. I don't know if I can show that video. I don't want to take a chance of YouTube thinking that I'm handling. You can show firearms on YouTube. You just can't handle them live. Here's a pretty good picture. That's her new EDC. Look at that. Isn't that just the coolest thing ever? That's Mrs. B's new EDC. I think it's cool. Oh, wait a minute. Sounds like I missed something here. I did. Oh my gosh. Vu gifted 5 Beez Blades memberships with a super chat. Let's see who got them. Rolf Robertson, Knife Nut, William Hornbostel, and Josh D304, and Jamie WA94 all received memberships by Mr. Vu himself. Thank you, Vu. Bionic said, so 80s vibing. Yeah, it does kind of have the 80s vibe to it. Let's see. I don't know. That has a picture of my hand. Well, I guess I already showed that. So look at that. Isn't that pretty? James said, thank you. I was gifted a membership. The new S&W 380 is dope, said Matt. Vu fan with 5 newbies. Let's see. I thought I took it was difficult to find good to take good pictures. Let me lock my screen here real quick. Let's see. Auto rotate. Let me turn that off. Okay, here's a picture of a Glock 42 next to the SIG P365. The SIG P365 is a double stack and holds 10 in the mag, whereas this one here, the Glock 42, the stock mag holds 6. I put an extension on it so it holds 7. Just a nice little EDC. Is that Mrs. B's pew? Yeah, that's Mrs. B's new. That's her new SIG P365. Painted. Look at that. I believe that's Cerakote. It looks pretty cool. Pretty cool. Rachel said, I had a 22 revolver. Loved it. Sold it. James said, I have both. I like the SIG better. I know. I had that in my hand. I had her SIG in my hand. I was like, okay, now I'm jealous. I like European grip angle on the Glock, said Ron. Josh said 10 in the clip and 1 in the pipe. The Glock is a great gun too. That 365 is basically the original 365 with a different paint job. Yeah, pretty much. It's P365 with the awesome paint job. It was hard to take a picture and show the color very well. Here's a picture. I got to turn my rotate back on. Auto rotate. Here's a picture with a ton of lighting. There's a washed out picture of it. Very comfortable in the hand too. River's Edge said, I hear good things about Josh said, I hear good things about the optics on the P365 Legions. River's Edge said, are you going to get her a new SIG knife to match her gun? I could. I don't know if she'd like it or not. Rachel said, seriously, I don't need to think if it's needed. Revolver. No such thing as a clip. Come on. The magazine. I've been looking at the PSA Micro Dagger, a Glock 43 clone, said Soggy Bottom. SIG all the way. I carry a P320 compact. Can't go wrong with the dagger. I bought an H&K VP9 last month. Very nice, said Monster Hunter. BK EDC said, I have an old 9-shot 22 H&R revolver. John said she needs a Microtech Vombi OTF to go with it. Looks like a professional painter carried it as a sidearm. Yeah, exactly. You can actually buy, matter of fact, I own a clip for my Glock 42. It's a belt clip. You can attach it to the back and literally just clip the gun on your belt. That Mike Garkin said, first time here. I've been watching your videos for a while though. Dude, I'm glad you're here, Mike. Dude, it's so awesome when someone, gets around to hanging out or stopping by to say hi. Man, that's exciting, man. We have so much fun in here. As you can see, we were talking about firearms. We can talk about anything, right? Well, not anything. It's a family friendly show. Jeremy said, I love my Canik Met Prime MC9. Let's see. I had Mr. D. Edelman. And then we have a new one. Hold the bus, folks. Hold the bus. Thomas Gates has been a member for 7 months with a super chat. He said, happy Friday the 13th. Happy Valentine's Day to all of you love birds and love bees. May you have a blessed weekend with all your special ones. I'm spending most of Valentine's Day at work. But wait, there's more. When I get home, we're going to go and I'm going to take Mrs. Beez out for a steak. I'm going to get her favorite. Get her a filet mignon. Rachel said, I love cheeseburgers too, by the way. Big Country said, I've got the SIG P365 XL. Crow's Blade said, I love my Canik Rival S. I have a pit. Actually, it's sitting right here. I'll take a fresh picture of it. I was playing around. I threw this light on it. Let me not show it on screen because YouTube will instantly shut down your live stream if you handle one. But yeah, I have a couple different lights. I threw this light on it for fun, but there's one picture, and then I'll unclip this light. It was a light I got off Amazon, I think. But I have a P365X macro. And I have the Icarus, the Icarus grip on it. It has a double X blade and slide. It is seriously, you gotta rotate it. There you go. It has an XL slide. I have 2 barrels for it. The barrel that I pretty much keep in it is the threaded barrel. This is the one that's sitting next to me right now. I bought this one from Lefty. Would you just look at it? Just look at it. Boy, you talk about those the Icarus grips, they are aggressive, without a doubt. And this is also a Mr. Fancy Pants trigger. There's really hardly anything original about this, actually. Just about everything is extra. Jamie said, I've been carrying my Walter PPKS. Renee said, that's sick, man. Awesome build. Yeah, big shout out to Lefty, man. It is sweet. The let me show you. It even has the flute man Greg. Let me show you right here at the bottom of the slide. Makes for a quick reload. It only shows for a second before it adjusts. Jeremy said, I carry the Rigger EC9 in my jacket pocket for a secondary. The Bond Arms bullpup pistol is crazy, said Mike. Dog One said, I got Sarah a new couch. I got to try to Santa Claus while she sleeps. Stacy said, yes, you guys and girls, remember tomorrow is Valentine's Day. I'm sure the significant other is expecting something. I've got XL slide and macro frame, 17 round mag, Big Country said. Yep, there we go. That's what this is. It's yeah. I'm pretty sure that's what we got going on here. This is the 17 round mag, the XL slide. I like the longer barrel on it. With the pistol that I take to the range and to classes and stuff that I always shoot with, my Archon, I always leave the threaded barrel on it because it's a little bit of extra barrel. Raybo said I have an LC9S, nice slim carry. James said Makarov 9x18. Does the Icarus grip cut the recoil down, Beez? I don't know. I don't think it cuts the recoil down. Your grip has so much to do with it. It definitely is grippy. I mean, it's grippier than. I mean, it's Mr. Grippy McGripperson. It's no joke on the grippiness. I'm telling you, the grip factor is crazy. I mean, once your hand's locked in, even if your hand's kind of sweaty, your hand's not going to go anywhere. Let's put it that way. It's not moving. It's not going anywhere on you. I really like the grips, the Talon grips that I put on. I put the Talon Pro grips on my Archon. Those are really comfortable. They're nice and grippy without being extra aggressive. I really like those. Oh, okay. That's what I was going to do, and I got sidetracked. My pocket check. I already took one out of my pocket. One of the knives in my pocket today is the Porcupine from Vosteed. Love this thing. So the Porcupine, and then another knife that I'm carrying today is the Raccoon Tie Slim. On the edge with a $5 hair super chat. He said, hey, buy Mrs. B some ammo and take her shooting tomorrow. I know that's only about 2 or 3 rounds, depending on what you're shooting. Thanks, man. I mean, I get ammo for 21 cents a round. I buy it in bulk, if you will. And I also get, what do you call it? It's a step up from just regular, cost 1 cent more a round, not quite 1 cent more a round. Gripper should be grippy. I have that in mine right now, said Alex. All I have is the Aegis. Love this thing. Dude, the Aegis is so good. Here's another knife. I've been carrying this one since Blade Show 2025. The Sage 6. Love this thing. Absolutely love it. This has been a continual carry. S90V and carbon fibre. A little bit of carbon fibre for your eyeballs. Bionic said 21 cents. Seriously? Yeah, that's the best price I can get. And that's if I buy a minimum of 1,000 rounds, which 1,000 rounds sounds like a lot until you consider 2 people shooting and shooting all the time. Hate Nate said, bad arse knife. My Kunwu Pulsar. Very nice, said Monster Hunter. Oh, and I made a video today about Blade HQ exclusive, and I got this out. So this is fun. Had this in my pocket today. The Kalashnikov. It's a automatic out the side. Dog One said, I got to shoot a $6,000 1911 that had holes that rendered recoil minimal. Back on it in milliseconds. Don't remember what. Yeah, 1,000 rounds goes quick. Now, the last week we practiced, or this week, when we went to class this week, we practiced malfunctions. So we didn't shoot near as many rounds because you would give him your magazine and he would stack real rounds and dummy rounds. So you'd be like, pop, pop, click, pop. So you shot less. What else? Greeting, fellow Beezer. Sounds like a great night in the Hive. What's up, Mark Durr? And then, of course, I have my Victorinox 580 that I carry 365 days a week, or a year, a week. I carry these mainly because of the very nice and precise nail clippers. I use these I cut my nails with them. You know, when my nails grow, I must get good calcium or something. My nails grow like crazy. So I do cut my nails with them, but I also mainly use them for when I get hang nails. You can just go like this and it's instantly gone. No pain. You don't end up ripping it off. Don't ever try to rip them off. It just makes it hurt, dude. Ever Evolving said a box of rounds is just as good as a box of chocolates to some on Valentine's Day. Oh yeah. Yeah. Mrs. Beez. She definitely will use ammo. And then in another pocket here, I have these, which I carry 365 days a year. I have my reading glasses. You can get these in any power off of Amazon. And if you're getting of any age, you're 40 or over and you need a little extra, having these handy when you're wherever you are, and boom. I mean, if you're at the store and you're trying to read a label or something, I put these bad boys on and it's like dum da da da. I can see. And then, because you only use them every once in a while, they're in this nice hard case. They don't take up any space. And those are in my little pocket. I'm putting back in my pocket. I don't want to take a chance not having those. And then what else do I have? I have my key fob to my truck. And then I have one of these little O-lights. That little dude. That's very nice. Very, very nice with the OAL. Very nice. And then I have my extra wallet. And then a refined pen, EP1L. And I have another refined pen sitting here, EP1L. Sonny Robinson's been a member for 32 months with a super chat. Sonny Robinson. I better put this over here so I don't accidentally show it. Sonny Robinson said, we had a 2.8 earthquake today. Felt at my house about 8 miles away. Not good on Friday 14th in Layton, South Carolina. Wow. Crawford said, I would take a box of chocolate shaped like 9mm rounds. I hear you. Wife and I have the same O-light on our keychains as well, said Alex. Dude, it's a great, like, if you have your keys with you, you have a light, guaranteed. Oh, there is something else I have in another one of my pockets. I already took it out of my pocket. I had my Arc Pro. So that's what I had in my pocket. I had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 knives, Arc Pro, etc. Raybo said, my favorite is the PF Grow and Beluga. Dog One said, I saw Jack Wolf's bin on Lefty Live. He's a competition shooter, reloads his own like a scientist. Deep. Oh, wow, that's cool. I Pivot Lube. Okay, there's my pocket check. Now, I'm going to let you guys make sure I don't have any pistols on the table. I'm going to zoom out. Shooter stand by. Shooter load, make ready. Pew, 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 pew. Shooting is a lot of fun. I am so grateful that my wife not only carries knives, but I took her shooting and got her classes, you know, because a lot of times you try to, as a husband, you try to show your wife something or something, and it's not taken the same as from a stranger, like in a course, right? So she took the proper safety courses, and now, you know, now she's in Skill Builder, and she wanted it. She found the gun she likes, and she uses that in class, and then she found one that she wants to carry, and now she has 2 pistols now within a year. So I have a shooter wife and a knife wife. I mean, it's the bee's knees. Just doesn't get any better than that. What was the O-Life keychain? What is it called? What's the keychain called? I can't remember. Let's see. Does it say? O-Light. I can't remember what it's called. But it's I think it's like 90 lumens or something, or 100 lumens. Just pops off. And then to charge it, you can stick it in USB-C to charge it. See there? How about that? So that's how you charge it, which is just the best thing ever. So you always have a way to keep it charged. I can't remember what it's called. Hey, Nate. Oh, Mrs. Beez is a good shot too. I'm telling you. Ooh, I had a great week at the range, shooting wise. Man, I had a great week. My grouping was, I was like, wow, why can't that be all the time? I mean, you know, I was looking at everyone else's targets, and I was looking at mine, like being all humble, like, that's freaking awesome. I didn't say anything, and I was like, yeah, I do that all the time. Yeah. I had a good week. Okay. What's your pocket check? Slow, controlled burn. Don't everybody spam the chat. That way I can read them all. But let's do a pocket check. What are you flipping or flicking? What'd you have in your hand? What are you flicking right now? Did you just get a new knife? Did you just order a new knife? This is the time where I read it out. People that are sharpening knives and doodling and doodadding get to hear, or people driving down the road can hear what everybody's carrying right now. Whew. O-Light needs a wireless charger. Dude, that's almost all they have. Michael Lawrence with a $20 hair super chat. Michael Lawrence. He said, honey for the pot. Honey for a good friend, and because someone definitely wasn't paying attention. Me. It was me. Love you, Beez and family. I emailed you, Beez. Got my tactile rock wall and mini ADV Pit Boss 2 today. Dude, that's freaking awesome. Oh, okay. Troy with the PF Trilobite and Viper. Bionic said, I did mine already, but Kaiser Aegis was all I carried today. That's a very nice. Very, very nice. Alex said, I can't remember either. Curious why you chose to practice at the range with different guns than what you carry. We practice at the range with, I see what you're saying. No, we do both. We do both. But when it comes to like working towards competition shooting, I always use the same pistol, because that's the one that, you know, that's speed. That's ASPSA. At some point, I want to advance, and, you know, it's timed shooting. That is always going to be the same one. But I'm very proficient with my EDC. O-Light needs a wireless charger. Grouping McGrouperson. Let us know how the old model works. Bitch made mini freak for top dog. Dog one said, Beez, sharing a hobby you love is fantastic with a darling. Joy can fab, which I don't know what that is. Sounds good though. Mike S with the Vostede Psy-Up. Kevin, the Arc Pro is fantastic. It's a great light. Oh my gosh, I got to catch up. Troy is carrying the Petrified Fish Trilobite. Alice Days, the Nabalus Volp. Nabalus Volp. I don't know how to say that. Kershaw Bel Air XL. Big Country with the Kaiser Mini Grouper Nitro V Steel. Shaw Matt said it was, been looking at the Nightcore Tip 3. Comes with a keychain and it's 720 lumens. Alex said it's the iMini light from Olight. iMini. Raybo, the Tenable Entity today, along with the usual EDC stuff. Well, that's not fun. Ramsey Silent with the Leatherman Arc, SOG Power Pint, Olight Mini 2 Ultra, Spyderco Bodacious and S30V, a Tyron in ZDP 189, a Kaiser Groom Fixed Blade, Outdoor Element Neck Knife, a Real Steel Slip Joint in 690, and a Glock 10 mil. James D with the Concept Corvid V with the Undead Scales, love it, while I played with my Exothermic Flamethrower. Major Powell carried the Quiet Carry Drift today and his daily standards, SAC and Raylight. Red Cali just ordered a Vision FG and White Damascus. I know which one you're talking about. It's very nice. Sean with a Ritter Hogue P365 Extreme Light and my wallet. Benjamin finally got a Manix 2 lightweight and 15V. Need to do scales and ball cage now. Zachary Hinn said, hey, Beez, how's it going? Hey, man, it's going very nice. Very, very well. Alex said, Olight iMini is on sale right now for $14. How about that? Rachel said, I carry a Full Metal Jacket. Pew, pew, pew. Mike said, Mike S. worked from home, so he changed out a few times. Vostede Psy-Up, Shark Cub, and a NAFS Lander 2. Critter Skinner said, sorry I'm late. No problem. No problem at all. No worries. That Mike said, Manix 2 XL with copper scales, Civivi Vision FG, and a Workhos TS21. Sonny Robinson, Spyderco's in both pockets, Manix 2 in case BD1, and a Native 5 and Spy 27. Titanium Justin, hello, sir. Bill Doyle, a customized Wii Hyphen XL. Ooh, Mr. Fancy Pants. A whole mod in the blade, Zerk honed scales, anodized blue hardware, an entropic anno clip, a labor of love. Wow. That sounds very, very fancy. Very, very fancy indeed. Oh, my. Oh, wow. Joel, Kunwu Padre, Nightcore 29 Light. Richard, or the Pair 3 Lightweight, Spy 27. Deadhead, Devo Stout version 2, Watermelon Sugar, Kaiser Serpentine Titanium, Carbon Fiber. Mike and Ike's, Hamilton Khaki Field Automatic Watch and a Tactile Turn Smooth Operator. Ron Meg said, I love my TCal Piranha and TCal Agent 003 in bed with me tonight. Raybo said, got the Arc Pro light and had them put my logo on it. Heck yeah, that's how you do it. Monster Hunter said, did mine Kunwu Pulsar and BM Scoop Neck Knife. Big Country said, be proficient with multiple weapons. Red Cali just ordered a Vision FG in White Damascus. Roger Baker is saying hello to everybody. Michael Lawrence said, so today I carried my brand new Microtech SOCOM RAM Lock Signature Series, my Finch Jackrabbit, Streamlight Wedge Pro, and my old Springfield XDS 9 Model 2. Very nice. Titanium Justin with the Tempest Tornado. My little Tempest Tornado. And a Giant Mouse Slip Joint. A Concept. Crystal Tie Pry Bar. Kevzilla carried the Heretic Hydra today in the Arkfeld Pro and a PPQ 45. Zachary. Today was the Fox Yaru Vanax, the Purple Fat Haze Carbon Fiber. Sonia with the Best Tech Fairchild said should be here soon. Ooh, nothing like having a new knife on the way. Shaw Matt said, I only have a Wixco Vortex on me right now, but I got the Concept Quasar and a Riot PL7 this week. Very nice. B Painter is rocking the Manix 2 today. Tim Bushy, what's up, man? JB Underground said Remet Rhino Button Liner Lock and Tack Knives Benji. Ken Faulkner carried the Spyderco Caribbean, the Devo Tallboy, and the WK Forge Works Little Bird. What's up, Ken? Splitting Slight. Hey, Ken, we'll be seeing each other very soon, man. Spinning Slices carried the Spidey Police 4, TPK Appalachian Ridge Runner, and Cold Steel Holdout in the work bibs today. Very nice. Zeter, the Whiskey Jack, QB Cave Shiv, Kubi, and the Phoenix EO6 Pro. What's up, Rachel? Miranda Keith, the RMX, and the Kaiser Mini Harpoon. Selman, the QSP Penguin, a Code 118 wallet, and an Olight Mini. Very nice. Ed's Blades with an off-grid Stinger XL drop point, North Mountain Chop 2 with a Glock 19, and a Wooman E7. Jesse with the Sage 6 Sprint Run today. Ooh, very nice. Very, very nice. Bionic said, great song reference, Beez. Thanks. I can reference a lot to songs because it comes natural. Sonier Stonewash Blade, Stonewash Titanium Frame. It's another knife I can flick. Robert, the large Sabinza in Singo, an MSI Mini, and a Sage 6 with AWT custom scales. So Mr. Snake Plissken got his Black Widow Kalashnikov in the pocket today. Rory said, I wasn't able to carry a knife today, but did carry an Ace Beam K1 flashlight, and the postman delivered an order of tritium tubes I've been waiting on. Lion said, well, sorry, I haven't been too active. I was in an AA meeting. I will have 9 months clean and sober on the 22nd, longest I've ever had. Congratulations on 8 months. On the 22nd, let me know, man, and we'll celebrate 9. That is awesome. I love hearing that, dude. That is amazing. Knives are a lot more fun and a lot healthier. Lion Not a Sheep said, well, okay, I just read that. Red Cali said, also a real still evolution. Benjamin said, nice, Lion. That's what's up, man. Keep it up. Kevin, Sincut Flitch Black Stonewash and Jaded Scales. Sonier, a Doc Schiffer Field Recon is in the pocket tonight. Plucky said, I touched my DLC TRM Neutron 2 today. He touched it. It's replacing his Concept Model 6 and S35VN in copper carbon fiber, which I'm trying to sell. Hint, hint. Roger Baker carried the Kershaw Iridium, Wixco Vortex, a Tenable Par, and an Olight Arc Pro today. Very nice. Hate Nate. What's up, Hate Nate? How the heck are you, man? Quiet Carry Drift LCT and an ABW Slippy, and always H&K VP9A1K. Did that rhyme? Rory Hawk said, oh, I really want a Hamilton Field Watch one of these days. Stephen Kern said the Jack Wolf Timberjack and a Rosecraft Baron Fork Jack. Dog 1, a Boker DDK Kubi Dust Devil Fixed Blade Coach Shoddy. Major Powell said, what's the difference between the Olight Mini 2 and the I Ultra? Is it just the Ultra treatment with the OAL finish? I don't know. I'd have to look at them both. J1 Doobie said, carried the Flytanium Beef, Mini Militaw, and TKL Adversary. The I Ultra and the I Mini 2. It might actually be how it charges. It's just a quick guess. I don't know, but it might have to do with one of them charges with USB-A, and this one here charges with USB-C. I don't know if that has to do with it or if it's the OAL or not. J1 Doobie carried the Flytanium Beef, a Mini Militaw, and a TKL Adversary. Red Cali with a Kunwu Griffin all the way. Seeth EW Sensei said, did I miss the giveaway? No. Dale said S90V, Kapara, and Kaiser Trestle in crystal tie. Very nice. Very, very nice. Let's see, where was that? I just read that. Raybo said, I'm off the bed. I hope everyone has a wonderful evening and weekend. Much love for all of you. Red Cali said, beautiful kite fin. What's the steal on the Sage 6? This Sage 6, that's S90V. Let's see. I'm trying to make sure I didn't skip anybody. Benjamin said, hey, Lion, the QSP with the AA pivot collar caught my eye and got one for my homies 1 year. Oh, yeah. The pivot collar has a AA on it for all you AA guys. River's Edge said work sharp RMX and fifth pocket was a mini bug out and a modern fuel pin. Vosteed Corsair for Jeff Wood. Dale Lane said, good day to everyone I missed. Hoorah, said Kevzilla. Lion said, Manix 2 lightweight and an old timer 3 in my fifth pocket. Sonier said, Tactus Frontier 14C, G10 purple thumb studs, purple backspacer, new brand. I really like this knife. Michael Lawrence said, congrats on the 8 months sober. I just hit my 15 years this month. Michael Lawrence, 15 years sober. All day, man. Congratulations, dude. Imagine where your life would be had you not. Selman said, congrats on your AA journey. Keep it up. Okay, so you guys could probably tell I'm talking at 9:57. I'm 3 minutes behind. I'm reading nice and slow. David Tooley with the Spyderco Military 2, a Tempest Jetstream, and a Chavez Redemption. Very nice. Big John carried he changed his EDC knife. He bought a Launch 23 at Knife Works and put it directly in the pocket. Stacy said that tall boy is so sweet. Robert said, step one, I am powerless over needing to buy knives. Jim Cox, I Ultra is USB-C. iMini 2 is still USB-A. Ah, there we go. Sean said, I've got a Concept Apollo in carbon fiber and copper and titanium S35VN I'm trying to sell also. They don't go very fast. Critter Skinner said, I really wanted the Sage 6, but too late, I guess. Can't find one anywhere. I thought you could still get a Sage 6 in the S30V. I did take the second detent out of this. So, have you tried Penrose Odorita? Yes. I reviewed that one 2 or 3 weeks ago. I have 2 versions of it in that video, and it's pretty darn cool. I really love the milling on the handles. Do any long range shooting, Bees? Not since not in a long time, dude. Not in a long time. I grew up shooting, you know, reasonable distances, shooting groundhogs, but no. Benjamin said, right, I think my using habit was cheaper than my knife addiction. Ramsey Silent said, Bees, I hit my 35 years AA coin. 35 years sober for Ramsey Silent. Congratulations, man. Kodiak Edge said, I'm 22 years sober. That is a very admirable milestone. All the milestones. Benjamin said, man, we got some years in here. That's good to hear. Jeffrey said, SIG 238. Zodern said, I love the Shark Cub, but man, it hurts my finger. Vision FG is so much easier to use. You know, I have never tried the Shark Cub. Yeah, that is awesome. All this sobriety, that is something we definitely need to celebrate at least once a month. You know, that with birthdays and all the other stuff. Lion said, Kodiak, you're 22 years old, huh? Yabs said, hey, Bees and pals, Spyderco Tenacious, Olight Arkfeld, UV, Leatherman Charge, Titanium, Zebra F301 pen, Titanium Pry Bar, Timax Expedition, Titanium, a Pew Pew, and a Band-Aid. Kevzilla just dropped $2,400 on a scope, but always wanted a sweet Burris scope. Wow. Wow. Oh, my. Factual Dynamics said, nice. 18 years for me last September. Good job to all on that journey. 18 years. Congratulations on all the sobriety. Jen Blaze said, I've been sober from drinking. Honestly, don't remember for how long. Been about 4 years or something like that. Congratulations, dude. Let's see. Show us double detent versus single detent. Let's see. I know I have a double detent sheepdog. Somebody tell me what's a double detent that I would have handy. You guys know my knives better than I do. Kodiak Edge said a good wife did it for me. Bionic said I need to start EDCing a Band-Aid. Yeah, dude. I have Band-Aids here, there, above the kitchen sink, in the bathroom, in my backpack that I always have with me, in the bag that I always have in my truck, at my work desk. I always have Band-Aids. Dale said, anybody in here not 12-stepping? Oh, yeah. To you folks, AA people call them normies. If you're a normie, by all means, enjoy your adult beverages. I don't partake. I haven't partaken in many years, quite a few years. I don't know, 6 years, something like that. But yeah, I was partaking too much. I was like, okay, that's enough. Bionic said I should carry a pack and backpack. Yes, absolutely. I have Roaring Fire gear, and I have a lot of goodies in it. I have some veterinarian quality suture. What do you call it? It's liquid and it dries. Super glue. Ever Evolving said, Beez, maybe if you have a smock that you haven't taken a second detent out of. No, I don't have a smock. This had a second detent ball in it, but I took the second detent ball out of it. Made it just a little smoother for closing. I didn't need it. Kevzilla said, I have a bourbon and a cigar as we speak. Zachary with the cold turkey. Ever Evolving said, B, I just read that. Landerman said, double detent is different than the Spydercos with 2 detents. Yeah. So, what's the word I'm looking for? The mini sheepdog. There's mini sheepdog versions out there that have a double detent. It is not that one is not a. It's a slip joint essentially, but it's a double detent. I wish I could get it out quick enough to show you, but I'd have to go over there and look through the rolls. Dog One said, I gnaw on cigars once in a while, never light them. I did not inhale. Splitting Slices said, seriously, congrats to everyone on their sobriety milestones. Jokingly, I still struggle with my urges to merges. Ever Evolving said, loving the table blade choices tonight, Beez. Thanks, man. That's just that's what has ended up on the table, some out of my pocket, and some of the new releases this week. If you weren't in here earlier, these dropped from Vostede. There's 3 different knives with these colorways, if you will. Here's a link in your chat, and I'll show you pictures of the colorways right here. The dogs just went outside. Or they just came in, one or the other. It sounds like absolute pandemonium up there. So here you go. So there's one version. There's another version. So you can get the white background, black stuff, black background, white stuff, or you can get the Corgi V, either version, or you can get one of my all-time favorites, just because I just really, really like it. There's something I like about it. The porcupine, and then there's that version. Bionic said, I need a 330 from Vostede too. Yeah, dude, it's pretty nice. It has such good milling on it. Look at the milling work on this dude. Just look at it. Would you just look at it? There's a new ProTech Chavez collab. It's $900 on Blade HQ. Lion said, my vices were alcohol and meth. 9 months ago, I weighed 118 pounds. Today, I weigh 160. Big congratulations on that, dude. Or methamphetamines, that is. Cloud Dancer said, so much going on tonight. I know, isn't it crazy? It's fun. Vostede and Tenable make the best top liner locks out there, said Matt. Pretty comfy. I tell you, man, Vostede, it's no wonder that their knives sell out so often, because they just do such a good job. I mean, they just put out one after the other. My latest favorite is this the raccoon tie slim is, I mean, it is absolutely fire. It's just so good for a lightweight EDC. And it's not weak. It's not, I mean, it's just, I'm so impressed with this knife. I don't know. I like slim knives, and I cannot lie. I hear the pitter patter of little paws. You want to come up and say hi to your people? Come on. Do you have a tittable heron? Curious if the scales are comfortable. They look a bit flat. I do have a heron. What you got there, puppy? Come on, come and get it. He brought me his duck. Hi, puppy. Oh. You got a duck. You got a duck. You got a duck. He's just a baby Bogey. What you got there, puppy? What you got there, huh? Is this the toy of the day? No, just sit here straight. There you go. Have you handled half-face blades? Been thinking about purchasing one? I have not. What you been doing? Did you just come from outside? You smell like earth. William said, I just passed 25 years off of meth by the grace of God. Dude, congratulations, man. Yeah, you've been out running, haven't you? I hear you panting. Our lucky night, 2 visits from Bogey. Byron Kate said, dog walk time. Be right back. 2 appearances in 1 stream. I think he usually does 2, at least. What you doing, puppy? Did you have fun out there, bud? Huh? You just living your best life? Happiest dog on the planet? I just don't understand why you just can't sit normal on my leg like you always did. Here a month or so ago, he started getting to where he just wants to set weird. 2 appearances in 1 stream, puppy. Oh, no. I don't know where that tongue's been. Actually, I do. It's pretty gross. Commenced the moving around on dad's lap. Exactly. I know. You just can't set handsome. You got to be all over creation, bro. He wants to see what knives are going on right now. Oh, no. Let's not do that. I met the sweetest girl today. 160-pound cane corso, said Kev. Here, puppy, let's see what you think about the porcupine. Oh, yeah, total approval. Got the porcupine lick. What do you think about the raccoon? Oh, yeah, he likes the raccoon tie slim. Oh, my goodness. What do you think about the Malibu? Oh, he likes it. So far, he's approving of the knives that are on the table. You have good taste in knives there, bro. You know it? You have good taste in knives. You really do. What do you think about my little Victorinox? Look at that. He's like, bro, I'm not a slip joint guy. That's hilarious. No approval on the Victorinox. Oh, that's great. Bogey's a lucky dog. 2 loving humans, a brother dog, and a nemesis cat. Yeah. Oh my gosh, that is hilarious. What does he think of the Doodle Vosteed? Oh, okay. Here, let's see what you think. What do you think of the new Doodle version? Oh, it got approval. Got the approval. He had to think about it, though. Big John said, my wife and I have 2 4-month-old cane corso puppies. They're already huge. Oh my gosh, I bet. Dark Ginger said, literally has good taste in knives. So I need the good boy to pick a knife for me, said Zachary. Yeah, we could always like set them on the floor, like they do with what is it when they bet on chickens, what square they're gonna poop in. Poop in. Matt Moore said, interesting take. Thanks, Bogey. Which knife cut the hamburger? Kevzilla said, I can imagine. Oh, so every once in a while, when I make something with hamburger in it, I won't put any spices, and I'll once all the grease happens, I will drain it, and then I'll mix that grease. I'll mix some of the grease in dog food, and then I'll put a little bit of that dog food, like in his 2 cups or his 3 cups. I'll put a sprinkle of that in there for a treat, because he burns energy and he doesn't eat a lot. He is slim and trim, so it doesn't hurt him to get a little extra now and then. He's got a lot of fur, but he's very trim, very athletic. Bogey says he likes spicy. Bat Cat with Cards Against Humanity is hilarious, said Benjamin. Poopin' a woobin. James said, let him pick the giveaway. Are you a giveaway picker? You gonna be a random comment picker? He lets me pick his eyes too. See, look at that. Look at those pretty shiny teethers. He's my bud. Just give them all away. Nice job on smashing that like button, guys, said Top Dog. He's just a happy boy. He's a happy boy. I love hearing your guys' pocket checks. It's fun to do the extra stuff. Happy Friday the 13th, said Abby Normal to J1 Doobie. What are you smelling in the air, huh? He's smelling something. He's always alert, telling you. Our boys have an electric fence. You see, he's got his electric fence collar on. I don't even think he really needs to wear it, because he won't even go 10 feet from the line when he's out in the front. He'll sure scare the poop out of people walking or jogging by, though. He goes jumping out and running like he's going to eat them for lunch. He's like, Dad, is that really necessary to show my face? So it's a random comment picker for the giveaway. I should have been talking a lot more, said Mike's. Well, no, there's a comment video. You go comment on the comment video. In the description of this live stream, there's a comment video. You click on that, just like Metal Complex does. Same thing for us. Mike said, darn, my dog just passed away about 2 weeks ago. Oh, man, I'm sorry to hear that. Red Callie said, Boker titanium Quaken push button. Leave one comment only. Click on more, then look for comment video. Oh, yeah, there you go. They're telling you how to do it. Jesse said, Matriarch 2, Kaiser Mini Bulldog, and KB Atlas. Would a moderator or someone in caps remind everyone that's in here to refresh their stream to make sure they're up to date? When I do the giveaway, I don't want someone to be 5 minutes behind and miss their chance. Matriarch 2, huh? I don't even know. Who makes the Matriarch 2? Yeah, condolences, Mike, for real. That is crazy, man. Bionic said KB makes great knives. Yeah, they do. They make some really good stuff. Top Dog said, hey, Ken, how you doing? He was 17. Well, that means your dog was well loved. He lived a very full life. 17 that's crazy. That is a lot of years for a dog. That's the only thing about golden retrievers is, he's like, did you say golden retriever? Is you can hope to have them about 11, 12 years. Bigger the breed, the shorter the lifespan. But imagine if people lived their life like a dog. They live in the moment, right? Imagine if every one of your days was equal to 7 days, something to that effect. That's why dogs live in the moment. That's why they're so happy to see you when you've been gone. A lot more time has passed for them than has for you. When you're gone all day at work and you come home, 8 hours to you is, think of how long that is in a dog's lifespan. It's a lot longer. He was a purebred Chihuahua. Jesse said Spyderco Matriarch 2. Ah, okay. Mr. Mouse, evening, sir, said Matt Moore. Puppy, my leg's getting tired, bud. My leg's getting tired, puppy. You're going to have to hop down. Oh, my goodness. Am I getting old or something? Monster Hunter said, good point. Live in the moment, lick your butt, pee out the other people's stuff. Exactly. Anyone here of CH Knives makes some pretty nice knives. Can't find much info on them. If you're talking about the CH Knives on Amazon, those are good budget knives. I've handled some really, really nice budget knives from CH Knives. Absolutely. Richard Meyer's been a member for 21 months with a super chat. He is like, suffer through it, Dad. I know. I'm actually glad that he's sitting still for a minute. Three crazy pugs. I don't know who said it. I could only see their comment. I can't see. Red Callie has 3 crazy pugs. My sister has a pug that it's, I think, around 16 years old. Riley said, my dad used to have a boxer. Then he ended up having seizures and we had to put him down. Jamie said, talk about a gorgeous puppers. How do I find the comment video to enter the giveaway? Said, I can't see who said it. I have a golden retriever head in my eyeballs. You let me peek. Manix 2 sure are popular here tonight, and for good reason. I have 4 myself, Tevzilla said. The comment video is in the description of this live stream. So just go to the live stream, and where it says more, tap more, and then you'll see all of my links. Just like you see all the links in all the videos, same place. Dark Ginger said, Beez, honestly, even though you're a grandpa, you look like you're in your mid-40s. Thanks, dude. I appreciate it. If I didn't have the gray beard, I think I'd look a lot younger. Puppy doobie doo. Scroll down that, Mike. X out of the chat for more. There you go. Top Dog just put up a link to the comment video. Monster Hunter has a Manix 2, loves it. Me too. It's the very first link at the very top. I really want the Para 2 Tonto. Oh, Thomas, listen, bro. I think Blade HQ has a Tonto Para 2, paramilitary 2. I want that also. That is a bad arse looking knife. I would love to have a Spyderco paramilitary 2 Tonto blade. It looks so good. Michael Lawrence with a $10 hair super chat. He said, doll hairs for the hive and dog and kitty food for the fur fam. Ken Faulkner with a $20 hair super chat. He said, looking forward to seeing you and Queen Bee in Atlanta. Anyone going to the Texas show, keep a lookout for this smiling face and say hi. Be looking out for Ken. Miranda said, I got an ST272 and was disappointed with how tight the pivot is. I tried adjustment of pivot, but no luck. Really? Now, were you able to loosen the pivot, or was it, do you think it has like too much Loctite in it where you weren't able to loosen it? Lion said, what? There's a Tonto PM2? Oh, I got to check that out. Dude, it looks so sweet. I mean, the paramilitary 2 Tonto, here's a link. Let's see if I can do this. Stand by. Oh, come on. Where's it at? Oh, come on. Where is it? Here, this link will take you to the website. Just use this link right here. Oh, almost got it. Okay, that'll take you to the website that has it, and then just put in paramilitary 2. Moose Duty said, I ordered 2 of the Tonto PM2s when it first dropped a few years ago for $150, but due to a shipping issue, I got neither, and now they're sold out. Oh. Well, he was in my lap a while. Mrs. Beez is in the hive.
I've just come to say a quick hello.
Hello, Mrs. Beez.
Hi.
There's another Tonto Kemosabe, said Richard Meyer. Will you help me get this out?
I just set that down.
Thank you.
Hi. Hope everyone had a great week.
I told him you got your new toy today.
I did. I got my new toy. Who knows when I'll use it?
Well, I'm telling you, while I'm at work tomorrow, would be a great opportunity to go shoot it.
Maybe.
You'd have the lane to yourself.
Or
we could go Sunday.
Or a girl just wants to go to the movie theater by herself because her husband never takes her.
I know. We never do anything together.
You said it, not me. Hello, everyone. I hope you had a great week. Hope you have a good weekend. Happy Valentine's Day. I'm watching the Olympics.
Oh, yeah. Mrs. Beez has been hot and heavy watching the Olympics.
Currently, the U.S. women's team is curling against Canada.
Canada.
And I want to go watch them. I've been like locked in on the Winter Olympics for whatever reason.
Well, you're always locked in on the Olympics, whatever they are.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm extra locked. I'm literally watching the Olympics while at work. I have Olympics on one computer screen. My work is on the other screen. And every time someone walks in, they're like, what's going on? What's happening on the Olympics? And then finally, the detectives put it on in their unit because they have a TV. And then back in the conference room by the captains, they turned it on so they could watch it. So pretty much I started a trend of watching the Olympics at work.
Oh, yeah. She'll even text me like an update of so-and-so just won whatever, like U.S. something just won gold or something like that. It's pretty cool.
Like you care.
What?
I said like you care.
No, I like hearing when the U.S. wins gold.
It makes me
or
want to buy
silver.
a broom. Honestly, I knew nothing about curling. I feel like I've learned a lot this year about curling. Yeah.
Yeah, I think I've watched more curling this year than I've watched in my entire life for some reason. I learned a couple things. I was like, so wait a minute, after your thingy bumps the other guy's thingy, then their team can make yours go farther also. I did not know that.
It's called a stone.
A stone. Stone. Stacy said, I like the Bruins, but I like them shoes even better. Well, the shoes, one is slick and one is what? Spiked or gritty or something?
One shoe is slippery, the other one has grips, so that way you can move.
Ever Evolving said, oh my, the queen flew right in the live at the Hive with some ice cold stingers for Brother Beez. I take her out to eat at least once a week, so just so you know.
Are we not including trivia?
That's pretty pricey meal once a week. Just that, and then I take you to the pub about every 2 weeks.
We go to trivia every Tuesday with my parents because I want to go to trivia. Your mom, yes, exactly, my mom. I go with my mom. I don't get it. They scrub the ice to make the stone thingy. Is that?
And it's like, did they score?
Oh, yeah. I think it's cool depending on which direction your stone is turning, depending on what side you broom on or you sweep. It depends on if your stone curls or go straight.
Monster Hunter said, U.S. got robbed for the gold because of the French judges. Oh, yeah.
I concur.
She was telling me about that.
I concur.
Stacy said the friction heats up the ice just enough to make the stones move and curl.
Mm-hmm. It's very cool. I also had to Google the scoring because I didn't understand the scoring. Anywho, it's good to see you all. I'm going to go back watch curling. I would say next week would be better, but The Olympics will still be on.
Ugh.
Maybe. It's either Friday or Saturday it's over because it's 2 weeks. Anywho, have a good night. I hope you had a good week. We'll talk about what's in your shopping cart next week. Sorry, gotta go. Bye.
Kevzilla said, bye, Mrs. Beez. Fun. See, it's 10:30. Okay. Is that where they brush the ice around the slider thing? Yes, that is exactly what she was talking about. I did watch some of the half pipe. Sean White was there. He said he misses it. Bionic said, I can't believe they have a curling stone emoji. Ha! Look at that. How about that? Let me put my mouse pad back over here. There we go. What do those things weigh? They look heavy. What do they weigh? Like 20 pounds? Gabe said, I feel bad for you. It's like watching golf or watching paint dry. Just checking out the PM2 Tonto. Nice, but sold out, said Sean Knapp. Okay. I like watching the sliding pose of the stone throw. Yeah, when they're like... To each their own. I'm sure you love some things others think are boring too, like knives. Bionic said, of all the emojis, they do have a curling stone. Who knew? Fed said, I'm very, very superstitious. I hate the number 13. I'll be glad when this day is over, but much love, everyone. What's up, Mr. Fed Harrison? Splitting Slices said, hey, Mr. Mouth, Sean K, John Q, Skull, and all. This is what we have on the table at the moment. Let's see. This is a cool little dude. We have a few more people than were in here earlier tonight. You might not have seen what we were talking about. I do have some very cool knives up here that I was able to review today. Have a USA made knife right there, literally right there. That USA made knife, that video should be out Sunday. I have two videos tomorrow, one at 10 and one at 7. Make sure you check those bad boys out. Here's another. I had both of these out today when I made the Vosteed video. Vosteed's always coming in hot. I had this light. I got this one off of Amazon. Really easy to clip on and off of your pistol. It wasn't super expensive. It's easy to clip on and clip off though. Kind of clamps down. Two brightness levels. I have a Valkyrie P0. I think it's a P02. My Valkyrie from Olight. I really like it. I put it on my my pistol. John Geezer said, I thought I heard 42. Who is, besides knives, which is fun, it's also fun to do some of this other stuff. Hey, I know something I could show you guys. Some may like it, some may not. Here's a link to the new ferret. The new QSP ferret has just been released. Looks like a really nice knife. I didn't get a chance to open the box today. Kaiser Drop Bear 0. Let's see. What was it? Oh my gosh. Okay, so they're saying that stone weighs 38 to 44 pounds. Wow. Gabe said, I watched a bunch of exclusive Remet Bam Bam sell today in different camo carbons. Oh, exclusive Remet Bam Bam. I don't even know what the Bam Bam is. Ferret, like the animal bionic. Yeah, that's what this is. No, yeah, oh yeah, the QSP ferret, like an animal. I just put the link in there to the QSP ferret. Oh geez, man, I would. Let's see. I'm gonna remove that. Oh, I just deleted one. Hold on. Just a second. Here we go. Paste. Nope. Give me just a second. Let me know if this link works. Somebody tell me if this link actually takes you. Tell me where that link takes you to. Just looked at the link. I like the knife. I may pick one up, said Bionic. Dark Ginger said the curling stones used in the Olympics weighs 42 pounds. Wow. I mean, I knew it looked heavy, but I didn't know it weighed that much. I guess you'd probably want some good weight so it wouldn't move too fast. What was the knife I was going to show you guys? If you like a wicked looking hawk bill and you like out the sides, automatic knives, here's a link to an automatic knife that just came out. For some reason, this version sells out quick whenever they drop them. Running out of animal names, ferret and camel. Byron said, okay, that's the Blade HQ ferret link. That does work because before I had the wrong link on there. I had just the search link. Tell you what, it's like rocket science making links sometime. QSP ferret. Keeping up with all this stuff is crazy. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Pardon me, folks. I'm just over here clicking stuff. Oh my gosh. I can't spell the QSP ferret. Oh my gosh. Oh, you guys will find it. It's one of my faves. Nitro V is easy to sharpen, said Kevzilla. Dale said Nitro V is strong and stainless steel blade. Nitro V on the ferret makes me happy for 75 bucks, said Bionic. The Desert Warrior Hawkbill Kalishnikov. Terry T-Rex has been a member for 49 months with us. Super chat. He said, what's up, everyone? What's up, Mr. Terry T-Rex, sir? QSP, Quality Service Penguin. I like that. Not price, penguin. Ever Evolving said, I'm a big fan and have a lot of love for QSP, but it's definitely a zoo over there. That's for sure. Yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of animals. Yeah, Nitro V, some good stuff. Terry, where in the United States are you today? The Desert Warrior Hawkbill. Imagine bowling with a 42-pound bowling ball. Oh my gosh. The Blade HQ ferret. Yeah, I already lost that link. Oh, no, wait a minute. Maybe I didn't. Oh my gosh. I don't know. I don't know if the link I'm putting in the chat goes to the ferret or if it goes to the hawkbill. It goes to one of them. Thomas Gates said, I don't have any Nitro V yet. Anyone get a Cortex XL or a Mini today or yesterday? Dale Lane wants to know if anyone got one. That goes to the... Okay. Jeez. I get myself twisted in circles. Okay, cool. Oh my gosh. I accidentally deleted it and then I put the Hawkbill link in there. I think I lost the Hawkbill, the Desert Warrior Hawkbill. It's pretty neat. It's pretty neato. If you like Desert Warrior, I mean, I wouldn't mind having one in black. That should be the Desert. Anytime, look, all I know is they're popular because anytime that Blade HQ puts something out in Desert Warrior style or Desert, it sells out. Beez, what's your most expensive knife? I'm thinking that the most expensive one I have is the Queen's Gambit by Artisan Cutlery. I don't know how much those go for, but I think that might be the most expensive knife I have. Desert Warrior in black would be cool. Yeah, it would. There's many other options listed on the QSP site for the March release. Yeah, I love my collection of Desert Warriors, said Stacy. Here's one. Mrs. Beez has a Desert Warrior Civivi Elementum. I was sitting there waiting for it to drop because I missed it the first time, and I was getting it for a birthday or something. Painter said, what is currently your favorite knife to carry? I mean, if I had to pick currently, I have many favorites, but it's been the Tie Slim Raccoon. It's my current favorite. Love this thing. Rebel Rouser said, hello to everyone. I'm driving, so just listening. Sorry, can't say hello individually. Hello, Rebel Rouser. Michael Lawrence said, my favorite Desert Warrior is my Kaiser Harpoon. Oh, there you go. Red Callie said, go to Boker's site for a titanium Quaken for super cheap. Bionic said, picking your favorite knife is like picking your favorite kid. I know. Bradley said, I don't care for the dessert line personally. Michael Lawrence said, love my Tie Slim. Thoughts and prayers, William. William said, Beez, I'm asking please for prayers for my sister Laura in the hospital with a brain tumor. They may operate on Monday. Thoughts and prayers are going with you and your family and your sister. Here is a comment link one may want to visit, Byron K said. Big John's been a member for 3 months with us. Super chat. He said, so today my wife brought me to Knife Works, and I picked up the Kershaw Launches 22 and 23. Also got a Ritter Hogue. Dude, congratulations on that, bro. Happy Valentine's to you. Refresh your stream. You might be behind, said Stacy. We have any hey, you know what? You don't have to give a month, but here's an interesting one. Wait, hold on, hold the bus. Dark Ginger's been a member for a half a solid year. 6 months with a super chat. Said it feels like I've been a member for longer than 6 months. Definitely my favorite YouTube channel. Great work, sir. Thank you very much. Thank you. I was thinking, when is, you don't have to give the month, but the year. You can give the month if you think of it. When did you discover modern pocket knives? And I think most of you know what I mean when I say that. When you suddenly discovered that there's all these knives out there online. This whole new world, a whole new world. Like what year? For me, it would have been 2020, 2019, 2020. It was the end, 20, 2, 3, 4, the end of 2020, I think. Let's see. The end of 2019 is when I discovered all of these knives and knife YouTube and all that stuff. Was like literally November, December of 2019 is when I discovered all of this. Splitting Slices has been a member for 47 months with a super chat. Dale said, I'm signed up. It just says they go live at X o'clock. Michael Warren said 2023 Beez Blades Feldspar. The Feldspar. Ha! How about that? 2023 Beez Blades Feldspar video. Rebel Rouser, early 2023. Kevin, 2023. Okay. Shaw Matt said, how long have I been a member? About 2 months before that. Bionic. Oh, Bionic said, sorry, I meant 2014. Red Cali said just a couple months ago. Red Cali, welcome to the rabbit hole, dude. It's so much fun. Hate Nate 23. Monster Hunter said 2 days ago. J1 Doobie 2024. William said Christmas last year. I almost won your Christmas giveaway. I missed by 1 click. Oh, Mikey Bobby said Quaken $120. Not that good. Got W Steel version for $16. Soggy Bottom said end of 2024, and I fell hard. I hear you. B Painter said definitely fall of 2020 for me. James said 2018. Chris said I just found them back around Halloween at 25. Rory said I was a buck knife collector, and all the buzz about Civivi Elementum caused me to buy one, and well, here we are. Shay said 2014 when I crashed out, as my daughters would say, over bending pocket clips. Rory said Elementum. Ken Faulkner said it was 2020 when the COVID shutdown hit. Yep, I was watching sharpening videos like crazy. Robert said I would have to check my bank account. It's Dog One said got back on the knife train during COVID, maybe during the denial of COVID. Rebel Rouser said, Beez, you missed my super chat, 11 months. Oh, dude. Dark Ginger, 6 months. Big John, 3 months. Oh, Rebel Rouser has been a member for 11 months with a super chat. He said, what up, Beez? Hope everyone had a fantastic day. Dude, 0.9 years. 0.9. Big Country 2016. Dark Ginger said August 2024, but really realized the summer. Oh, I don't know where it went. The Variety summer of 2025. Alex said just found you a couple months ago, dude. Welcome to the knife community, man. Ever Evolving said, I know I'm a day early, but to all the lovely ladies, Blade sisters in our community, happy Valentine's Day. Oh, we got a Don Juan. Sean Knapp said it's a slippery slope. Hang out on New Knife fans. Mikey Bobby said getting hit with commercials. Michael Lawrence said I found the Feldspar on Amazon, looked it up on YouTube, and yours was the first video I saw. That's awesome. Who said 2023? Sanders Garcia 2023. Johnny R said 2025. But wouldn't it be more instructive to ask how many dollars ago? Oh gosh, I don't want to make people think of that. Byron K said 2012. Did homework for some military gifts and new work folder. Hot and heavy since 2019. On the edge with a $5 hair super chat. He said, you can get me now at ontheedge.edc@gmail.com or ontheedgeedc@ontheedgeus. Kudos to Stacy for the care package today. Very nice. Dog One said, so that's the end of 2019, beginning 2020? Yes. And I started my channel in like March of 2020. So December, I ordered the Spyderco Tenacious, and I started my channel in March of 2020. It was, phew, I wasted no time. Within 3 months, I started my channel. Skull said Nut Fancy show got me into knives more back around 2012, but somehow I didn't discover all these YouTube knife channels till 2025. Let's see. Crawford Jason said somewhere around 2017, 2018, when I happened into a Nick Shabazz video. Hey, everybody, Nick here. Yeah. Hey, everybody. BMX said, just got a QSP swordfish on Blade Binge. Can't wait. Very nice. Turd Burglar said, back before Slicey Dicey got canceled. Yep. Yep, me too. Dale Lane said, I stopped in 2014, restated 2023. B Painter said, getting ads here as well. Just hit skip. Bionic said, I love my Feldspa. Michael Lawrence said, that's Michael Warren, Beez. Michael, what? That's Michael Warren, Beez. I got into them January 10th. January 2010. Michael Lawrence. That's Michael Warren. Oh, oh my gosh. You see how long it took my brain to brain that? Oh my gosh. Gabe said, speaking about Civivi, I really hope the USPS can get my new PB and J Civivi Yonder by my birthday. Matthew said, same as you, Beez, end of 2019. Until then, I bought Swiss Army knives here and there because I grew up on MacGyver. Discovered modern knives into 2019. Went all in, cold steel, everything. What's up, Gareth? How are you, sir? Hold on. I'm catching up. It jumped on me. It's jumped on me. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Wow. Okay, I'm caught up. John said, bought my first Spyderco the year they made the built-in plastic pocket clip. I don't remember the year. Ed's Blade started this obsession back in '89. I've always had knives and bought knives and stuff, but not what I consider modern pocket knives. Like I would buy crap off of Amazon, like, you know, cheap crap, thinking it was cool because they were like $12, like M-Tech stuff. I had no idea. Moose Duty said, I think the first video I saw of yours was a review of the Deadpool Harpoon exclusive and a video about Rit dyeing some scales for the Cormorant almost 5 years ago. Yes, dude. The Rit dyeing the scales of the Cormorant. The Cormorant was my very first video, March 18th, 2020. So this year will make 6 years in March. Wow. It's crazy. Shabazz is goated. Yeah, there was all kinds of controversy back in Slicey Dicey's day. Dog One said, oh yeah, Nick in the Batman mask. Hey everybody, Nick here. Help with Gadgets said, somehow I found Beez only a few months ago. Not sure how that happened. I'm just glad you did, man, because now we're hanging out. Michael Warren said, Michael Lawrence, every time Beez says your name, I hear mine. Richard Meyer got his RT Swordfish Tuesday. Loving it. Very nice. Very, very nice. Chris said, I ordered my first knife 3.5 months ago, and now I'm 40 deep. Oh my gosh. Whew. Some of us get bit. Some of us get bit harder. Oh, wow. Oh, yeah. Now you're going to have to start a collection of knife cases. Bionic said, Slicey, I always liked him, but I wish I knew what happened with his channel. I think it had to do with he was promising knives to people and wouldn't send them. He would do giveaways and never send them. I think it was stuff like that. I think it was his lack of humility that did it mostly. I think that's what started it all. Stacy said, I remember seeing you in the chat during Metal Complex, and then he gave you a shout out, and that's how I found your channel. Dude, that is, yes, man. It was the coolest thing ever. I was in the chat on Metal Complex. He literally pulled out his iPad or whatever and subscribed to my channel during his live stream. I was like, whoa. I got like 60 subscribers, and oh my gosh, I'll never forget it. I've thanked him, I don't know how many times for that. It was amazing. That was the coolest thing ever. And that's how I got to meet Stacy. Dude, see, there's something else I owe to Metal Complex. Always pay it forward. Ed's Blade said the Kershaw with aluminum scales and rubber inserts was my intro back in '89. Then the plastic clip, cold steel, and Spyderco's from there. Deadhead said, you got me started with a Spyderco Military 2 Sprint Run S90V carbon fiber. Hemp Blast said, so upset there's almost no aftermarket scales for the Cormorant. Yeah, I mean, there's a bunch of different scales for the Cormorant. I have so many different kinds, but it's not like aftermarket scales, which is really weird. I don't know why there wouldn't be. Moose Duty said, holy crap, 6 years ago, I thought it was almost 5, man. I'm an old man. Zodern said, I'm on 6. Started 2 months ago. So there you go. That's a nice pace. That's a nice pace. 3 a month. John Blackman's been a member for 27 months with us. Super chat. He said, hey, Beez, I'm growing 3-inch white Brett. He's growing 3-inch white beard. Oh, yeah, look at that. He's got a nice beard going on. Very nice. Very, very nice. Paul Mills said, Shay, I think he still does. Monster Hunter said, give away. I think we will probably, I'll probably start showing the Gauze stuff here very shortly. That way I can go to bed at a decent hour. I've been trying to go to bed earlier and get a little more sleep to be a little more healthy. You know, the older you get, the more health conscious you get. I already eat a healthy breakfast, but I've added ground flaxseed, chia seed, and protein powder to my cottage cheese with some water to give it the right consistency. I love it. It tastes so good. Love it. Michael Warren said, also regarding the Feldspar YouTube rabbit hole, you were the first. Metal Complex was the second, and Stasa was the third recommended video. I've been hooked since. That is awesome. That Mike Garkin said, I think the coolest thing would be to buy a tabletop CNC and just make scales for any knife you want. That would be neat. Sean Knapp said, Beez, or anyone for that matter, does anyone have a link for Kaiser Militas scales? I'm thinking you might be able to go to the what's their other site called? The I don't have it up here in front of me, I don't think. You might be able to go to this site right here. This link goes to the nope, that's not it. That's not it. What's it called? Oh, here it is. Oh, I have 10% off. So if they have them, someone in here might know the answer too. The My Drop Bear website. I'm wondering if they would have something. Bradley Swaney said, someone was supposed to send me a knife, but have not gotten anything. It was not a channel. They said they would, but I am like, good if they do, but not holding my breath. Ever Evolving Daily said, love in the memories, Beez, but it reminded me almost 3 years, and I've still haven't won any sort of giveaway ever. Dude, when you do, there's something about it. When someone wins, they end up winning like 3 times in short succession. I feel it. It's going to happen. I remember I won a CJRB Crag off of Everyday City Carry. And then I think I ended up giving that. And then I won a Savivi slip joint from Zach Stuff. And I gave that one away. I've won 3 times, and I've re-gifted all 3 that I won. I can't remember what the third one was. Pretty sure it was 3. Crawford said chia seeds and flaxseed and cottage cheese. That sounds terrible, dude. No, and also some vanilla flavored whey protein. It tastes really good. I have a natural like I enjoy the healthy stuff that people don't like. Like I really love salads. I love healthy stuff just as much as I like junk. Let's just put it this way. I love edible things. If it's edible, I like it. I like it a lot. Yeah, the Raccoon Tide Slim is sold out in a bunch of places. Read Michael Lawrence's super chat and regular chats. What? I thought I do. Did I miss something? Michael Warren said, Beez, also regarding the Feldspar YouTube rabbit hole, you were the first. Oh, I read that. That's him. Not sure if you still can, but I ordered a set of Serape scales direct from Kaiser to put on my White Mountain Knives Cormorant. Email their customer service to see if they still do. Just need the model code. Not sure if you still can, but I ordered a set of the Serape scales to put on my Cormorant. Email their customer service to see if they still have them. Just need the model code. Ah, there you go. Garrett said, between you, Stacy, and my mom, Kelly's Mishmash, and a couple of the Knife family helped me start my channel. Alex said, good luck. I've been trying to do the same thing with better sleep. Yeah, I sleep well when I sleep. It's just I think I need to just a little bit more sleep, because William said, if you haven't got the DBD Fairmonster Glideman, do it. Been flicking it all night. Beez, you missed a super chat. The rest of the chat would be interested in. I promised a giveaway last week. Where's the super chat? Hold on. Let me scroll back. So I did miss one. There it is. Michael Lawrence said, Beez, I think it's time for a giveaway. Michael Lawrence with a $2 super chat. Thank you, Michael. Crawford said chia seeds and flaxseed and cottage cheese. That sounds terrible. Etsy has some. Anybody have a Chavez Dissident for sale? I know it's been a long shot. Neves Knives is a great channel also. Beez, thoughts on quote. It's not luck. It's where preparation meets opportunity. Ooh, it's not luck. It's where preparation meets opportunity. I like quotes. I'm big on quotes. Beez, I sent you an email. See if you can help me out with that. John Geezer. All right. Bionic said, I've never won a Beez Blades giveaway either, but I'm hopeful. Can't win if you don't try. Splitting Slices said, wait. Flaxseed and cottage cheese. Might as well add pineapple and jalapeno. Oh, that's funny. Oh my gosh. Hold on. Paul Mills with a $2 super chat. I'm getting ready to do the giveaway. Don't worry. I'm just trying to catch up on the chat a little bit. I got Michael Lawrence's on there. And Michael Lawrence said, Beez, you're missing my point. I want to do, oh, so you're wanting to do two. Oh, okay. So we're going to do two giveaways. So we're going to do the first one right now and then mine right after it. All I know is nothing. Socrates. Yeah, I like those. What are they called? The Stoics. Okay. So Michael Lawrence is sponsoring a giveaway right now. Mr. Michael Lawrence, sir, himself is doing a giveaway. He promised a giveaway last week. So hopefully everyone has gone and commented on the YouTube comment picker. Michael, is it going to be a surprise giveaway? What's the scoop? Here's the link in the chat in case you haven't made your comment. Bionic said, Michael Lawrence rules. Mike Ranger said, I love cottage cheese and pineapple. Skeletons in your closet. Vision without skill is fantasy. Skill without vision is labor. Michael Lawrence said, we are giving away a Chavez X-Lock in black aluminum. Did everyone hear the words that just came out of my mouth? My 1104. A Chavez. Let me see. Michael Lawrence. I'm wanting to put his. I'm waiting. Isn't Michael VP? He's the vice president, I think. Self-appointed. Pears and cottage cheese was my favorite growing up. So we're giving away a Chavez X-Lock in black aluminum. Very nice. Giveaway number 1, Michael Lawrence. Chavez X-Lock. Black. Aluminum. Dude, this is exciting. Let me catch up on the chat. Okay. Chavez is from my hometown, said Ill Knives. All right, so we're going to see who's going to win the Michael Lawrence giveaway. By minute. Let's see. Where's my giveaway video? Hold on a second. I got to find the giveaway video so I can get the link. Shooter, load, make ready. Michael Lawrence said, I love you all, and what better way to show it? With a $2 hair super chat. I can't put the super chats up. It's stuck at 11:04 p.m., dude. I apologize. What the heck? I'm going to go back out and come back in so I can put the super chat up. Ready, go. There we go. Okay, I'm back. There it is. Michael Lawrence with the $5 hair super chat. He said, per usual, if I win, I double the prize. Ooh. Gunner said, stop that, Beez. I kept checking for my ear pro when I heard that phrase. I just bought a shirt that says, I do not understand the course of fire. Make sure you smash the like button. Okay. Oh my gosh, what am I doing? My brain is overloading. Okay, let me Grooves Faba. Is this the comment picker video? Let me double check here. Comment video. Okay. What I need to do is quit reading the chat long enough to do the YouTube comment picker. All right. Share screen. Shooter, load, and make ready. Share. Okay, can you guys see what I'm seeing? Yes, you can. Paste. We'll do it 75 seconds. Get YouTube comments. We have 243 comments, and the Michael Lawrence giveaway for a Chavez X-Lock with the black aluminum starts. Caleb has been a member for 13 months with us. Super chat. He said 13 on the Friday the 13th. I'm here listening, but can't watch. It is rough, but you're awesome, Hive. And Beez, thank you for giving us a place to hang. Thank you, man. Hope your headache goes away, dude. On the Edge said 30 people need to hit that like button. All right. Let's see who's going to win the Michael Lawrence Chavez giveaway. How about that? That's you're all nice. Thank God it's Friday. Thanks for the opportunity. Somebody said thanks I won. Thanks for the awesome content. Somebody said fluffy. I think I saw the word fluffy. Thanks, Beez. I think I saw the word cupcake. Thanks for everything. Appreciate it. Happy Friday the 13th. You have chosen wisely. You rock. Mark Albee would love the giveaways. I am here. Mr. Mark Albee. Are you in? Let me start my timer. And the timer is now active. All right, you have 2 minutes, Mark. Are you still in here? Mark Albee. He said, I love the giveaways. I am here. Mark Albee, are you here? Can I tag him? Yeah, I can tag him. There's so much going on in my brain right now. Mark, are you here? Mark, he said here. Congratulations. Mark, send me an email. Send a screenshot of your YouTube login page. I'm looking at it. I was looking at it. I have it pulled up on the screen. Send me a screenshot of your YouTube login page and then put Michael Lawrence giveaway and then Friday the 13th or February 13th giveaway. And then put your mailing information in there. And I'll get it sent to Michael and he will send you a Chavez X-Lock with black aluminum. Congratulations, dude. Big time. Congratulations. That is awesome. How about that? Dude, you got a Chavez heading your way. That's exciting. Holy cow. Thank you, Michael, for the giveaway, man. I mean, how many people in here would love to say they own a Chavez, right? Nah, I mean. Extra camera. All right. I'm going to get my giveaway stuff out here so I can go to bed at a decent hour tonight. Thank you very much, Michael, dude. Very generous. Very, very generous, man. Gareth said, me, it's a dream knife, Beez. Mike said, I would love to say, can we redraw? Looking at your epic artwork, Brother Beez, instantly made me think queen or king. If you all would like to escape the dungeon, then you shall decide to quickly entertain your king and queen. That artwork, that's my brother. My brother, that's actually a painting my brother had done, kind of like for fun. Me and Mrs. Beez. Oh my gosh. That cracks me up. So I have here a cornucopia of corns, all kinds of swag. I'll show you the swag. Okay, I have a sharp knife out here. Let me close that. So first of all, we have the little baby bumblebee from Mrs. Beez. Michael Lawrence said, with a $2 hair super chat, he said, I wish I could give you all something. See, that's knife community love right there. So here's a little pink bear from Blade HQ. And then we have the little bumblebee from Mrs. Beez. And then we have QSP Weeble Wobbles. They weeble and they wobble and they don't fall down. They're QSP penguins because everybody needs a penguin, right? Look at that. Got a couple QSP penguins. And then look at this. Every time I drink out of a can, almost every single time, I always put it in a Southern Grind. I got a bunch of these at a Blade show. And I think this is the last one. You never know. Sometimes I find another one. But there's a koozie, Southern Grind koozie. And then here is a microfiber cloth. Throw this microfiber cloth in there. And then a whole pack of doodads, as I affectionately call them, microfiber cloths, 50 microfiber swabs you can use when you're cleaning your knife or lubing your knife or cleaning your guns or whatever you want. So there's a whole pack of microfiber. QSP Weeble Wobbles. One day I will get my hands on a real Chavez, but it's difficult since I won't get frame locks. Here's a Kaiser 10th anniversary coin. Very nice. Very, very nice. Nice detail on it. Comes in its own little fuzzy pouch. So that's cool. And then here from Mr. Top Dog, we have a poopin'. We got a pooping. We have the pooping pile. And then here's another QSP penguin. So you get a pink one, a black one, and a blue one. And then what else we have down here? This is a Dessert Warrior donut magnet. So we have a magnet. And then from Mrs. Beez, we got our little, we'll call him Beez Blades Alien for fun. Let me charge it up with my arc feld here. Look at that. That dude's like. Got our little glow in the dark alien. Little happy little look on him. Some fun little doodads and whatnots. Richard Meyer with a $2 hair super chat. He said, Michael Lawrence, vice president. Okay. Also, so far we've got a bunch of, we have doodads and whatnots and what's-its. We have a Coke koozie. We have an EDC coin. Of course, you know, we have a patch. I'm going to be getting some patches made here soon. And here's another patch. Abso-forking-lutely not for Blade HQ. So there, that's cool. We've got a couple patches going on. Very nice. And now I'm just going to start putting some stickers on here. We have a CJRB or artisan sticker. That's an artisan sticker. Got a Flytanium. Got a Kaiser sticker. Zero Forks Given Blade HQ. Shay with a $2 hair super chat. He said, for the shipping funds, much love, Beez. Thanks, man. I really appreciate it. Thank you. And then, oh, look at there. A Beez Blades sticker. Would you just look at it? Absolutely forking not. Blade HQ. Another Blade HQ sticker. Smoky Mountain Knife Works sticker. A Dessert Warrior sticker. A Knice sticker. A what do you call that? A mermaid sticker. Chef Rocky sticker. Splitting Slices, Mr. Byron K. Moderator. Splitting Slices. Go check out his channel. And then a Beez Blades blinker fluid sticker designed by my lovely wifey, which is very nice. Very, very nice. A Don't Cut Yourself sticker. A Queen Bee sticker. What's in your cart sticker. A pow right in the kisser sticker. A just look at it. I mean, would you just look at it sticker. A CJRB sticker. We have a couple Kaiser stickers. A Spyderco sticker, crafted for life. A Shark Lock sticker. Dimco Shark Lock sticker. It's getting deep. A NAF's Lander sticker. A Sharp Hands Thick Skins sticker. OCD for EDC sticker. A handful of nuts and a mouthful of meat. You guys all know who that sticker is. Then we have a Dessert Warrior sticker. And then a Sin Cut sticker. And then an OG Devo Knives sticker. How about that? My daughter Teo likes clamming most of my stickers. Mr. B's constantly saying "pow right in the kisser" has me believing he's an old-timey vigilante. And then another Kaiser sticker. And then a driver defense sticker. Or no, is that a sticker? No, that's another magnet. Okay. Oh yeah, and I'm going to put some knives in there too. Shay said, what am I looking for? Shay said, folding some clothes, watching Beez and OO's skateboard videos to relive bits of my youth. Give me just a second, people. Okay, so I have 3 knives in this here giveaway. First knife is a Tactus. This was on the channel last week, not this past week, the week before. Tactus gear. I apologize, I can't remember the name of it, but it's 14C. Richard Meyer with a $5 super chat. Thank you, sir. Love live at the Hive. So this dude right here from Tactus Gear, G10 carbon fiber overlay. It is a top button lock, top liner lock. It's a top liner lock. I'm going to give him some feedback on it. You can feel, you can feel the bearings. It's not bad, but you can feel them. So they're starting out strong for a brand new company, and this is only their second knife. 14C. Very nice. Very, very nice. Let me see if I can put it back in this plastic real quick. By far one of the best looking blade shapes from this year, said Matt. So that's the first knife. How did it go in this box? Let's see. Like that. So you get this nice fancy nested box that it comes in. Tactus Gear, there's your first one. And then here is your second one. A Mickey Knives, Japanese style. Beez, that's the Strike. It's the Tactus, the Strike. Dark Ginger said, I like that pocket clip. And then here we have the Mickey Knives. This dude, look at that. It is drop shetty. Don't cut yourself. Very easy to use front flipper. Let's see this one. This is the D2 version. These are on Amazon. They make some Mr. Fancy Pants. They have some knives in SDL Magic steel. Love the blade shape on it. I've reviewed several of their knives, and they have some really fancy ones. They do a lot of this style blade shape. Love all the angles on it. Look at all the angles. There's knife number 2. Put that back in its original packaging. This one came in a Ziploc, or whatever you call that, zip style. I absolutely love the looks of that knife, Bradley said. Tontos are life, said Thomas Gates. Ever Evolving said that's super dope. Totally. Oh, wait. StreamYard just takes forever to catch up. There's Richard Meyer's comment. And it also has a little microfiber cloth in there too, which is very nice. Very, very nice. So that's knife number 2. Get it back in its box. Okay. And knife number 3 is a CMB made knives. Ooh. CMB made knives. CMB made knives wanted to know what everybody thought about the new Lucky series, and I said, I don't know. I've shown them 2 or 3 times. The Lucky series came out around Christmas, so I think this is an ornament with a golden retriever. It was inspired by a golden retriever. He's got he's got the Lucky in his CMB made knives. See there, and then there's a couple stickers. And then a info card. The one named after his dog, said Shay. Any word on the scepter bees? No. I got to see what's going on. I got to communicate with them. It's time for them to go on holiday. It's almost Chinese New Year. Was it your golden? No, not my golden. Here is the CMB made knives Lucky. Great knife. It has a titanium extra lock on the side to lock the liner. Really nice. Micarta. Look at that. Reversible pocket clip. Nice contoured, slightly contoured scales. Beautiful blade. CMB made knives. CMB makes very, very nice knives. 14C for your blade steel. Very good action. Nice and snappy. Michael Lawrence with a $10 hair super chat. He says, if anyone is near Fort Worth, Texas, check out my buddy's shop called Cowboy Quest Supply, owned by Mike West. Tell him Michael Lawrence sent you. Vice Prez approved. Hi, puppy. Top Dog said, tonight has been a banger. 2 great giveaways. You guys rock. Hi, puppy. Such a nice looking handle shape. Yeah, it's a very comfortable, very nice knife. So there's 3. Okay, put this dude in here. I'm not going to put it back in its plastic because I need to get this moving along. You can put it in its plastic if you so desire. Let me put the sticker pack back with it. I'm chilly. The warm air coming from my computer feels good. The computer fan. The computer's does a lot of work. You know, it's running 2 cameras and an extra screen and the streaming and YouTube going on. So there you go. There is swag till you drop and 3 knives. Okay, I'm going to go to the comment picker video, recopy it, add this to the stage. Thank you very much, Michael. You demand. Hi, puppy. Hi, puppy. Let's see. Mark was our last giveaway winner. I'm going to go up here and refresh the screen. Puppy would like to say he loves you all to pieces. Hey, puppy interrupt us. Hi, puppy. Hi, hello. I know. We'll go upstairs in a minute. Thomas, I understand my raccoon and Neptune or my EDC. Hi, puppy. Here, come over here. Oh, here, come over here. Here, good boy. Here. Oh. Okay. All right. Trying to do a gaw here, puppy. He wants to help. Oh, geez. Okay. So there's me and there's puppy. I'm trying to share my screen, bud. Random YouTube comment picker. Okay, there it is. Oh, dude, you're just a little too heavy for all this. YouTube comments. I just wish I had more fidgety knives, said Thomas Gates. Tactus is sit cat backwards, but cats don't sit when you tell them to. Can you take Bogey to Blade Show? Gosh, you know what? I would really like to. He would be fun. He would love all the attention. Oh, sorry, I'm trying to do this while I'm being wallered. Puppy power. Can you take Bogey to Blade Show? Okay, now I can't see anything, but a dog's back. This is what he does when I'm trying to watch TV. Dude? What are you doing, bro? Yeah, he could be my emotional support companion dog. Hi, puppy. William said, oh no, 15% battery power. I can't even see the screen. Oh, okay, there we go. Because I got to be able to start the timer's still going from the last giveaway. Dude, you're mauling me here, bro. Bionic said, TV rules. Hold on, bud. We're going to go up here in just a minute. Oh, gosh, what are you trying to do? You're trying to crawl into my skull. Ow! Okay, dude, you're hurting me now. One needs to clip their claws from it. Homer Feltes, our big winner, Mr. Homer Feltes. Are you in here? The timer is now clicking. Homer, throw an orange vest on him. No one will know. Homer, are you in here? The timer's a clicking. Homer Feltes. He's usually in here. He said, here for the awesomeness. Yeah, I'm able to tag him. Let's see. Homer, where you at, bro? Dude, he's here. Okay, you made it in 41 seconds. Very nice. Very, very nice. Giveaway number 2. I'm writing this down. Hold on. Homer, congratulations, dude. I'm sure you know what to do. You've probably heard me say it dozens of times. Send me a screenshot of your YouTube login page where you log in so I can see it's you. And then in the subject line of your email, say giveaway winner number 2, February 13th, 2026. And then put your mailing info in there and I'll get it mailed out to you. Dale said, love when it goes to a community member. How about that, Homer? Is that your first win? Oh, yeah, he said, so stoked, my first win, Beez. See? It happens. He's never won either. Well, now he has. Now he can't say he's never won. Bradley said, I get excited for the giveaways, even though I know it won't be me. Love seeing people. Well, the key is next week, you guys got to remember the tradition. The tradition, longstanding tradition is people would say, I never win. And somehow that would make it happen. And then you can't say it anymore. So there's something magical about saying, I never win. I'm just telling you, it just happens. Top Dog said, first win, double, sweet. Kodiak said, I haven't won in 5 years watching you. Dude, so close. My name came up just before his. Congratulations, Homer. Well, thanks, everyone, for hanging out. I have to work tomorrow, and someone has to go OUT because he's crossing his legs over here. Yeah, remember next week, say, I never win. Tom Williams said, I almost never win. Universe doesn't recognize the negative. But I love you guys to pieces. Thanks for hanging out. Thank you, Michael Lawrence, for the giveaway. And thank you, Michael Lawrence said extra giveaway next week if we hit 220 likes. The $2 super chat. Yeah, if we push the likes from the beginning of the live stream, we can get 300. We used to consistently hit 300. So we can shoot it. We can shoot for it. Everybody have a great night. I love you to pieces. I'm going to go get some shut-eye. You'll blink and it'll be Friday again. We'll be here next Friday. Tomorrow, 10 a.m., 7 p.m. Same thing on Sunday. I have new content coming out. Watch it all the way through. Watch the ads. Click on things. Comment. Hit likes and all that good stuff. I love you guys. I appreciate it. Remember, live life in the present. Keep a Band-Aid handy. And don't cut yourself.